Hello, everybody, and welcome to Harrisonville, Missouri, semifinal Saturday of football here from Harrisonville. We're on the campus of Harrisonville Middle School, historic Memorial Stadium. Your 10-3 Harrisonville Wildcats set to take on the 11-2 Parkway North Vikings in a semifinal showdown. Winner plays next Friday evening on the campus of Missouri State University at Plaster Stadium. 7 p.m. next Friday. Loser season is done. It's been a great season for both of these squads who have got all the way to the semifinals. 11-2 Parkway North, the 10-3 Harrisonville Wildcats. Harrisonville got here by getting that monkey off its back last Friday night, a team that a lot of people said to be an elite Class 4 program you had to beat, and Harrisonville never quite could have got over that hump against the Webb City Cardinals. They did it last Friday night in convincing fashion, 27-21. Cats led throughout that game, never allowed Webb City to lead in that contest. It was 27-14. They scored a touchdown. They were driving late, but the Cats did hold them off there at the end and win it 27-21. Parkway North, on the other hand, beat Parkway West 17-17 at Parkway West to get here, and their first semifinal appearance in a couple of years for the Wildcats. This is their third semifinal appearance in the last 6 years. They were here in 2010 against the Webb City Cardinals. 2012, they were here against the Jeff City Helias Crusaders, and then here today against the Parkway North Vikings. So the Wildcats have been lucky. They have been able to play home semifinals games 3 times over the last 6 years. For Parkway North, a little bit different situation. They had to bus over here yesterday. They stayed in Lee Summit last night. You know, always a different atmosphere. You know, they had to travel across the state. They're staying in a hotel room, not their beds last night. You know, that could be an interesting element to this ball game as we get down throughout this one, is to see what the Wildcats can do here on their home turf. They got to sleep in their own beds last night. They got to come up just like a normal Saturday game. They've been here before. You know, they played 50-plus playoff games. Parkway has only played about 10 playoff games. So it's going to be an exciting afternoon of football. It's going to be Harrisonville, Parkway North. Winner plays the winner of Kearney and Ladue, who play at 1:30 over on the St. Louis side here this afternoon. So we're going to bring you all the action. We're going to take a timeout, extended timeout here, and we're going to talk about all our great sponsors here. We have 31 sponsors who have came on board to take care of us this year. And if we look down here on your screen here, if you look across there, Excalibur Contracting, of course, Mike and Natalie Johnson stepped up to pay for video throughout the playoffs with Excalibur Contracting, and you see them in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, all the other great sponsors on the left-hand corner, and we're going to talk about them all day long. Right now, you're listening to the pregame show brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Cameron Chenoweth Agency. Make his family part of yours. So we're going to take an extended timeout. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so with more pregame action. You're listening to High School Football on 4Ts.com. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Harrisonville, Missouri. We're getting ready for your national anthem here from Harrisonville Memorial Stadium. So we will take a quick timeout. We knew we had a little bit of technical issues there in the pregame show. You can see the video. There was no audio, but we should have that corrected. So we have the national anthem coming your way.
Today's colors are carried by the Harrisonville Honor Guard and Area Boy Scouts. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and kindly remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Harrisonville, Missouri Memorial Stadium on the campus of Harrisonville Middle School. Semifinal Saturday afternoon. Your Harrisonville Wildcats and the Parkway North Vikings set to do battle. It's your pregame show brought to you by American Family Insurance Cameron Chenoweth Agency. Make his family part of yours. We were talking about it a little bit before the break. Harrisonville comes into this game 10-3 on the year. Parkway North 11-2. Both different paths to get here. Through this one, the Cats went through some growing pains middle of the season, a 3-game losing streak. In this one, for the Wildcats, they went 3-0, then they lost 3 straight to make it a 3-3 record, and then they've reeled off 7 consecutive games since then. So the Wildcats, you can see them down there getting ready to take the field. Parkway North, you can see them getting ready to walk into the stadium as well. Nothing better than some November football on a Saturday afternoon. You know, a little bit chilly early on. It's going to be a beautiful afternoon for football, close to 50 degrees. It is football Saturday afternoon coming your way. You see the Wildcats down on the field getting ready to do their Harrisonville haka, led by the Samoan, Morgan Salamaya, down there. Wanted to take a minute, let everybody watch the Harrisonville haka. Has not been around since 2007, the last time the Wildcats made a state championship game. Hopefully, history can repeat itself here today. Cats in their 3rd semifinal game in the last 6 seasons. 2010, they lost to Webb City here. 2012, they lost to Helias. So they'd like to reverse the curse, so to speak. They went to 5 straight state title games, won 5 consecutive semifinal games. They've lost their last 2. 3rd time a charm, we will see. This senior class went through some growing pains in the youth level as well. We talked about it a little bit last week. Every year they played the Oak Grove Panthers in the Super Bowl, and they could never get over that hump until their final year of youth football. They finally got over the hump, and they finally beat that Oak Grove Panther squad. Similar situation this year. They'd never beaten Webb City, finally got over that hump. And now it's going to be Harrisonville and Parkway North for a chance to go to this state championship game next Friday night, 7 p.m. Plaster Stadium on the campus of Missouri State University in Springfield, Missouri. First year it's been there in several years, as they have moved it from the Edward Jones Dome after the Rams moved out to L.A. Time for some keys to the game for you, brought to you by Heltz Topsoil. Need dirt? Small loads, 2 truckloads, Heltz Topsoil will get you taken care of. Key number 1 for the Harrisonville Wildcats today is win the line of scrimmage. If you're the Harrisonville Wildcats, you got to go down there. You got to win the line of scrimmage. They're going to be big on both sides of the ball, are the Parkway North Vikings. You got to push them off the ball early. You got to punch them in the mouth and let them know you're coming after them early on in the ball game. You got to play a physical brand of football. They play over in the St. Louis area. They see a lot of spread offenses. A lot of teams pass over in the St. Louis side. Harrisonville's going to run the veer. They're going to run the veer some more, and they're going to run it again, and they're going to try to make you stop it. And they've got a good 2-headed monster in that backfield with Joe Bowers and Morgan Salamaya. Huge game by Joe Bowers last week. They keyed on Morgan, and Coach Meeks did a good job using Morgan as a decoy, and it allowed Joe Bowers to open up some looks in that game, including a 54-yard touchdown to make it a 2-score game late in the contest. Key number 2 for the Wildcats: have fun. You've got to go out there. It's win or go home time, but you've got that monkey off your back. You beat Webb City last week. Go out there, have fun, leave it all out there on the field. If you do that, you're going to have a good shot at playing for a state title next Saturday. Play loose, play free, have fun out there if you're the Harrisonville Wildcats. Key number 3, play mistake-free football. Last week, they had 3 fumbles. You've got to cut down the turnovers here this afternoon if you're the Wildcats. You don't want to have those turnovers. They only had a couple of penalties in the game, so that helped them out a little bit. But if you do have a turnover or if you do have a mistake, be like it was last week. Don't allow it to affect you on the other side of the ball. The Cats were really good last week, not allowing those turnovers to bother them. One of the turnovers to start the second half, you thought, oh no, here comes Webb City. It was tied 14-14, or 21-14 was the score. They got a fumble first series, but Webb City, they forced a fumble right back from Webb City, and Webb City made more mistakes. For the Cats, play mistake-free football and make them make the mistakes. Those are our keys to the game, brought to you by Helps Topsoil. Need dirt? From small loads to truckloads, Help Topsoil will get you taken care of. You are listening to the pregame show, brought to you by American Family Insurance. Cameron Chenoweth, make his family part of yours. So we're just moments away from your coin toss, and we will have that on video for you. You know, we talk about it year in and year out. It's always one of those things that everybody talks about. Who's superior? St. Louis, Kansas City, St. Louis in high school football. You know, a lot of years it's always been they consider the west side of the state a little stronger than the east side in football. But looking at last night's scores, there may be a little bit of shift coming in from the St. Louis area. Class 6, Blue Springs got knocked off by Kirkwood last night in this Class 6 state championship game at Faroe Field. 31-14, the final score in that game. Staley went over and played Vianney in St. Louis area. They were up 31-14 in that game and ended up losing 34-31. So are the tides turning a little bit? Are the Kansas City area schools maybe overlooking the St. Louis area schools? We're going to get a good dose of it today as two Kansas City versus St. Louis matchups. You got this one with the Wildcats and the Parkway North Vikings, and then you have Ladue and Kearney playing over in the St. Louis area today. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. We're going to take a timeout. We'll take 60 seconds, and we'll be back live here in Harrisonville after this. You're listening to
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
The Cameron Chenoweth Agency of American Family Insurance, 1300 Locust Street, Suite C, Harrisonville, 816-380-3996.
Whether it's a small job to patch your lawn or a commercial installation, Heltz Turf Farm can do it all. From the new Loves and Quick Trip or a new home, Heltz will have you seeing green with their fescue and bluegrass sod. Sean and Michelle also love to support Harrisonville schools, the Wildcats, and field their own national touring micro sprint car team driven by Slater Helt, who recently finished up a 4th place season finish. Give Heltz a call today at 816-540-2020. All right, welcome back to your pregame show, brought to you by American Family Insurance. Cameron Chenoweth Agency, make his family part of yours. We have the coin toss going on right now. We'll get you the results of that coin toss. Both sets of captains out on the field with the head coach, and they're going to talk it over. Your coin toss brought to you by Commerce Bank. Keep that coin in your pocket by opening an account at Commerce today. So we got the coin toss coming your way here. See who wins. You know, this is an important part of this game if you think about it with the wind. Wind has died down a little bit. But you wonder if the wind will come into play later in the afternoon with it shifting and getting a little breezier out of the north. So we'll see how both teams try to go with this and who's going to get the wind to start and who's going to not have the wind. So we'll wait the coin toss and see who is going to win it. Parkway North won the toss. They have deferred. So that means Harrisonville going to get the ball to start things off from Harrisonville, Missouri coming up. Parkway North in their home white, or their away white tops with purple sleeves, purple numbers, purple pants. Wildcats in their home black tops with blue trim, blue pants with black outline, and the blue flat blue helmets. Parkway with the purple helmets. So we are set for football action coming up from Harrisonville, Missouri in Memorial Stadium. Semifinal Saturday. So we're going to take one quick timeout. We'll have the kickoff right after this. Thanks for joining us for your pregame show brought to you by American Family Insurance. Make his family part of yours. Cameron Chenoweth.
Like most of us, it is. Applebee's of Harrisonville has some relief. Buy an entree, get an entree free. That's right, take a date, she's free, or feed the family for less. While you're eating for free, do some holiday shopping and save even more with an Applebee's gift card. For every $50 in gift cards, get 10 for yourself. So go see Brad and his crew at Harrisonville Applebee's for great food and savings for the holidays.
All right, welcome back. It's going to be a kickoff from the 20-yard line for Parkway North. It will be Jack Farron to kick it away, the senior. He has had a ton of touchbacks this season, and this one is going to be no different. It's going to go into the end zone. Cats going to start at their own 20-yard line. Going to go from right to left. We just talked about it moments ago. Wildcats in their black tops with blue shoulders, blue pants with black trim, flat blue helmet. Parkway in their white tops, purple pants, purple shoulder pads, purple helmets. As we get set for action, High Course brings this team out. On the left side in the backfield will be Bowers. On the right side is Salamaya. Wide receiver your left, wide receiver your right. High Course goes under center. And we're off. Right up the middle they're going to go, and it's going to be Salamaya gets a gain of a couple, and that's going to be it. Going to bring up second down and about 8. So Powell and Thompson in there on the stop. Going to bring up second and 8, just underway. 11:42 to go here, first quarter of this one. Laughlin brings the play in from the sideline. Laughlin and Snook's going to be flanked out to the near side. Bowers and Salamaya in the backfield. I-Course to under center. I-Course this time gives it to Bowers. No, keeps it himself. Calls his own number. Falls forward for about 3 or 4 yards. All the way up to the 28-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of about 6. So bring up a third and a pair for the Cats from the 28-yard line. Jasper Davis brings the play in. He's going to be flanked out with Snooks on the right side. Split backs in the backfield again. Third down and 2 coming up. And they're going to give it through Salamaya. He's got it to the 40. Spins out of a tackle. Tackled at about the 42-yard line. And that is a tackle by Jelani Williams of Parkway North up to the 41-yard line. Big spurt by Morgan Salamaya there. 13-yard run. Makes it 1st and 10 for the Cats up to the 40, almost 2-yard line. Just past the 41-yard line. Here they go to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers set to the near side now. Split backs in the backfield. And they're going to give it to Bowers. And Bowers has got a running lane up past the 50 down to the 45-yard line. And a 15-yard run by Joe Bowers makes it 1st and 10 down to the 44-yard line of Parkway North. Right up the middle, nothing fancy. Pushing it around. So 10:33 to go, first quarter. Cats in business down to the 44 of Parkway North. 2 wide receivers set to your right side, split backs in the backfield. This time Salamaya. He's going to push forward and get a couple up to about the 42-yard line. 2-yard gain, bring up second down and 8 for the Cats. Davis in, Laughlin out. And the Cats running their offense, running the veer here. They're going to go to the near side. It'll be Davis. It'll be Snooks out to the near side. Bowers, Salamaya in the backfield, under center I-Course. And I-Course this time, he's going to give it through to Bowers. And Bowers going to fight his way for a couple. Good way to keep his legs churning. Going to get about 3 out of it. Going to bring up 3rd and just a little over 5 for the Wildcats here with 9:40 to go in the first quarter. So we'll see what Coach Meek's going to dial up here on 3rd down. Cats have yet to put it in the air here. Ball down to the 40-yard line, driving into that wind, meaning they'll get the wind in the second and the fourth quarter, which is what they wanted. And 2 wide receivers set to your right side. Salamaya, Bowers in the backfield, under center, I-Course, ball at the 40, and they're going to throw it out and overthrows the target. Bowers at the 40, so the Cats going to have to punt it away. And that is a dangerous proposition to punt it away into the wind, but Morgan probably going to go with one of those little rugby-style kicks as they're going to try to kick it down for Mick Miller, who is got the single season record for punt returning yardage here. And nobody back for Parkway. And Salamaya going to boot it away. And a little roller through the middle. And it's just going to roll inside the 10, down all the way down to the 8. Morgan literally kicked that through the line of scrimmage, and that was a design play to keep it out of the wind. And Parkway going to take over. North going to take over at their own 6-yard line. It'll be the senior quarterback, Luke Hertzler, with his running backs, Quinn Butler and Ryan Smith. Hertzler is not going to run the football, folks. He does not have a rushing touchdown this year and only had about 75 yards rushing total on the season. So you're not going to see a running type quarterback here. Smith and Butler in the backfield have 680 and 885 respectively. 34 is going to be their bowling ball runner. He's going to be in the I formation, the fullback. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. Give it through to the second man through. Going to break a couple of tackles. Hard run by Butler. Going to bring it up to the 15-yard line. So an 8-yard gain on first down. Going to bring it second and a pair. So I formation look by. They're going to give him 9 on that, it looks like. So going to bring up second and a yard. Wide receiver to your left, wide receiver to your right. I formation in the backfield. Hertzler under center. He's going to fake it, look to pass this time. He's going to chuck it deep downfield, overthrows everybody by about 10 yards. Going to bring up third and a yard. They wanted to go for the home run ball early. That was intended down the sideline for Jason Hawkins. Should say up the middle for Hawkins. He leads them with 488 yards receiving this year, has 22 reception, and averages about 22 yards per reception. So third and a yard coming up. Now they're going to go with the split back in the backfield. It'll be Butler and Smith. And this time they're going to give it through to Butler, and he's not going to get there. Cats are going to hold after the big 9-yard run on first down. They get 2 quick stops, and here comes Farron to punt it away. So good job by the Wildcat defense to stifle after that first down. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Salamaya back along with Jasper Davis at about midfield. And Farron can punt it away. He averages 42 yards a punt. So we'll see what he does here. And they're kind of crunching in here. See if they're going to punt it away or snap it to the up man. They're going to snap it back, and Farron they're going to get it away. Little bouncer to Salamaya. He's going to take it at about the 45 to the outside. Tries to get to the 50. Stiff arms to the 48-yard line and going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Cats at the 48-yard line of Parkway North. A little 8-9-yard gain on the return there. And it's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Cats in Harrisonville. Harrisonville gets down into Parkway North territory. So Icorse getting his plays from the sideline. 7:27 to go here. First quarter, no score. Cats were able to move the ball, but Parkway North stifled them after they crossed midfield. We'll see what happens here on this second drive. Here comes the offense. 2 wide receivers set out to your right side. And they're going to go Salamaya up the middle, inside the 40, down to about the 38-yard line. It's going to be a 10-yard gain for Salamaya, and it'll be real close to a first down. And they're going to say it'll be 9 yards, so it'll bring up second and a yard, inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. Cats have been able to move the ball here early on with the run. Got to keep on moving here as Laughlin comes in for the Wildcats to bring the play in. It'll be Laughlin and Snooks out to your right side. Bowers and Salamai in the backfield. Under center is Icorse. And Icorse this time he's going to pitch it back to Bowers. Bowers has got it to the 30, cuts inside to the 20, down the sideline to the 10, drove out of bounds, and it's going to bring up a 1st and 10 down at the 14-yard line. Big gain. 24-yard run by the junior Bowers, and the Cats in business down to the 14-yard line. You listen to High School Football on 4Ts.com and Fidelity Channel 6, Local 6. 2 wide receivers set out to the left side. Up the middle, they're going to go Bowers. He's going to get it down to about the 11. Quick 3 yards. Brings up second down and about 7 for the Cats. 6:25 to go here in quarter number 1. Cats trying to get on the board first here.
Ball between the seams on second down.
Bringing up a second down. So they get the play in from the sideline.
Wildcats to the line.
Bowers on your left, in the backfield on your right is Salamaya. It'll be McCleve and Snooks outside. They're going to give it to Salamaya. He's going to bounce to the outside. Inside the 5 he goes for a first down. And it'll be first and goal down at the 4-yard line. So first down, I'm going to say a first down coming up. No signal yet, though. It is first down, so it's going to be first and goal, Cats from the 4-yard line. 5:45 to go in the first quarter of play. So first and goal coming up for the Wildcats. 2 wide receivers set to your right side. Split backs in the backfield. I coursed under center. And here they go. This time Salamaya spins out of a tackle and buries his way down to the 1-yard line. And he's tackled by Thompson at about the 1-yard line. Brings up a second and goal at about the 1-foot line here.
Second down and goal to go.
So it's second and goal. Davis brings the play in. Laughlin checks out. Second and goal. Cats the ball, 1-yard line, 5:20 to go here in the first quarter of this one. Cats trying to get on the board first. Under center they go. Eichhorst. And he's going to give it through Bowers. And Bowers, touchdown Cats. And they're up on top 6-0 to start it. Cats offense clicking, firing on all cylinders their first 2 drives. And they lead it 6-0. Now here comes the tricky part, the extra point. Cats have struggled mightily on extra points this year. We'll see what happens this time through. So Saylor out there to try to kick it through here. Kick is up. Kick is good. And it's 7-0 Wildcats. We'll take a timeout. We'll take 60 as your Harrisonville Wildcats lead it 7-0.
5:09 left to play in this first quarter. Wildcats will be kicking off.
Your budget's shrinking for the holidays? If you're like most of us, it is. Applebee's of Harrisonville has some relief. Buy an entree, get an entree free. That's right, take a date, she's free. Or feed the family for less. While you're eating for free, do some holiday shopping and save even more with an Applebee's gift card. For every $50 in gift cards, get 10 for yourself. So go see Brad and his crew at Harrisonville Applebee's for great food and savings for the holidays.
Time to build your dream home? Maybe remodel the basement for a man cave. I've got the guy for you. Donald Goth at Goth Construction. With 43 years experience and owning his own business for 24 years, you will get the best results anywhere. Hey, this is Chad Grammer, the voice of the Harrisonville Wildcats, and I would know firsthand because that's my dad. So when you're in the market, give Donald a call at 660-492-2096 and tell him Chad sent you. All right, welcome back. Here comes the Salamaya kick from right to left. High end over end kick going to be taken all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're going to go around for Kevon. Nope, they're going to keep it the other way. And up the middle, they go to the 20, over to the end to the 23, 24-yard line. So they tried to get the ball in Kevon McMiller's hands, but instead they're going to fake it, and it was Butler, number 22, to bring it on the near sideline. So Parkway North has it at their own 23-yard line. 5 minutes to go here, first quarter, 7-0. Cats with the lead. See what the Parkway North has up their sleeve here. They're going to go to the I formation again. Wide receiver to your left, wide receiver to your right. It'll be Smith in front of Butler. They're going to give it through to Butler. He's going to shift his way through to about the 25, and the Wildcats take him down. There's a quick tackle right there. Ben Clary brings up second and about 8 for Parkway North. Parkway pass a little bit more than most teams that the Cats have seen this year, so you got to be expecting maybe on a second down they're going to try to air it out a little bit here. 4:35 to go first quarter, and it's 7-0 Cats. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. I formation in the backfield, Smith and Butler. And they're going to pitch it back to Butler. He's going to try to get to the outside. He's got some running room. He gets to the outside. Salamaya cuts him down at about midfield, and then finally finished off on the far sideline. So a big chunk of yardage right there, about a 23-yard gain by Parkway North up to the 47-yard line. And it'll be first and 10 for the Vikings up to the 47. 7-0 your score early in this one. So here we go. 4:10 to go here in the first quarter. I formation in the backfield. Hertzler under center. Hertzler this time going to give it through to Smith, and Smith breaks a couple tackles. Bowling ball run about 9 or 10 yards, taken down by Snooks. Gets close to a first down. Going to be just short, I believe. And going to bring, nope, they're going to say it is a first down. Well, they are moving it. It'll be 1st and 10 into Wildcat territory, down to the Wildcat 43-yard line. Got to be careful with Parkway North, though. They can lull you to sleep with the run and then fire one deep downfield on you, so you got to be ready. So the cornerbacks Laughlin and Goss got to be ready. This time they're going to give it through to Butler, and Butler's going to get about a yard, and that's about it. Going to bring up 2nd down. He went to the far side. Brings up a 2nd down at about 9. So Hertzler the quarterback, Butler and Smith in the I formation. Hawkins and McMiller, your wide receivers for Parkway North. 2nd down and 9 coming up. It'll be Hawkins on the left side, Kevon McMiller on the right. I formation in the backfield. And they're going to fake it to Butler. They're going to look to throw. They're going to chuck it over the middle, and they get a wide open Parkway North defender down to 33, Ryan Newton. So good disguise by Kevon McMiller, and they get it over the middle to Newton for a big first down to about the 30 to the 26, and they're in field goal range now with Farron and his leg. So you got to think they're happy with knowing they could get some points on the board here. And they're going to go with a 2 wide receiver set out to the left, 1 to the right. I formation again in the backfield, Smith and Butler. And this time they're going to pitch it back. No, this is 24 Suber. And Suber going to break a tackle, get inside the 20, down to about the 19-yard line. So a good drive going by Parkway North here with 2:40 to go in the first quarter. And a 2nd down and about 3 coming up for Parkway North. So 2:30 to go here, first quarter, 7-0 Cats lead. But Parkway North in the red zone down to the 19 of the Wildcats. And a 2nd down and 3 coming up. 2 wide receivers out. Jones and Hawkins out to your left. 1 out to your right. They're going to go up the middle, Butler, and he's going to get close to a first down. Going to be cut down. It'll bring up a 3rd and short for. It'll be 3rd down and about a yard for Parkway North here after the quick run up the middle. So 3rd and about a yard and a half going for Parkway North. They're going to call it 2 on the scoreboard. Parkway comes. Hertzler going to be under center with the I formation. Wide receiver out to his left. He's got Smith and Butler. He's going to give it through to Butler, and Butler's going to find a seam and get that first down to about the 15-yard line. And it'll be a first down for Parkway North. So they're calling it is a first down. So a good drive, like we said, right here by Parkway North, as they are going right back after the Wildcats. 7-0 the score, 1:37 to go. If you're the Cats defense, you're looking for a big play here, maybe get a fumble, stop them. You want to bend, don't break, or at least hold them to a field goal attempt. 2 wide receivers set to your right, 1 to your left. This time they're going to go through the middle, nowhere to go, as the Cats had that one snuffed out. Back to the line of scrimmage goes Smith. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Only seen a couple of passes from Parkway North, but again, I said if they lull you to sleep with the run, they could catch you off guard, and they've done a good job of that. That play over the middle for about 15 to 20 yards was a good example of that. McMiller out to your left, 2 wide receivers out to your right in Hawkins and Jones. And this time they're going to look to pass. Quick pass, caught inside the 10 and bounced backwards. I'm going to say it's at the 8. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2. So 3rd and 2 coming up as that catch on the 10-yard line. That was Hawkins with the catch. And it'll bring up 3rd down and a pair here with 27 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. So one more play probably coming up here in this quarter as they're going. And this is one of those things you may think they want to call a timeout if they don't get it here. So they're kicking with the wind. And they're going to go up the middle into the end zone untouched. 22 Butler instead. And it's a 7-6 ball game with 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. So instead of a fourth down coming up, it is a touchdown. And Farron going to put it down to try to tie us up at 7 apiece. So we'll see what adjustments Coach Shanker makes with his defense on the sideline after this one, and we'll see if Parkway North made some adjustments as well. And here's the kick. It is up. It is almost blocked by Salamaya, and it is through, and it'll be a kickoff when we return.
Bowers Engineering and Surveying Incorporated, a civil engineering and land surveying company in Harrisonville, Missouri. 816-380-4821. Or at www.bowers-survey.com. That's www.bowers-survey.com.
Holland Auto Sales in Harrisonville is not your here today, gone tomorrow car lot. Steve and his family have been in a Harrisonville institution since 1984. That is over 30 years of making vehicle owners happy and coming back over and over again. Steve was born and raised in Harrisonville and takes pride in making the car buying experience happy and enjoyable. So go see him today at 802 South Commercial or visit their website at hollandsautosales.com. Welcome back. We're ready for the kickoff from left to right. Farron going to kick it deep and expect a touchback here as he touches it back most of the time. It is Davis and Salamaya back in the wind, knocks it off of the tee. If it knocks it off again, I would imagine the official going to tell him to put it on, have somebody hold it here. So we got 8 seconds to go first quarter. We got a 7-7 ball game. Good answer back by Parkway North on that drive. After they went 3 and out on their first drive, they came right back after the Cats with a good drive of their own. And this one is going to be taken into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 20. Cats' first drive, they started at their own 20, got it into Parkway North territory down to about the 42-yard line before having to punt it away. So we'll see if they can get a little bit more on this drive. 7-7 our score, 8 seconds to go here first quarter. So here comes the Wildcats out onto the field for their third drive of the ball game. Laughlin out to your left side, out to your right will be Snooks. Split backs in the backfield. Under center is Eichhorst. And he's going to give it through to Salamaya. He's looking for a block, puts it on the turf, and loses the football. And it'll be Parkway North with the big turnover. Morgan Salamaya puts it down on the turf. Rare mistake by the senior right there. And Parkway North going to be in business after this one. And the mistake the senior made right there was Morgan. He's a playmaker. He wanted to make a play, and it bounced in front of him. Instead of falling on it, Morgan tried to pick it up and run with it and kicked it away from himself, and that caused the turnover. So Parkway North in business at the Wildcats side of the field. We'll see where they mark it when we come back after the timeout. He's back. That's right. Harrisonville's favorite mechanic is back and better than ever. Now, not only will you get an ASE certified technician, but he has tire service as well. That's right. Along with all your engine care, Colby's can take care of your tires too. So before you head to the big city for so-called savings, think local and call Colby first at 816-380-3000 and have him set you up with expert service instead. It's not often you get the convenience of a big city bank with a small town feel, but that's exactly what you'll get with Commerce Bank of Harrisonville. Big city convenience with tons of locations and more lending options combined with small town hospitality and friendly smiles. Commerce takes pride in being an active part in Harrisonville schools and athletics and wishes them luck tonight and throughout the playoffs. So go visit them for historically low mortgage rates or just to say thanks. Commerce Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. All right, welcome back. Big turnover by the Wildcats, and Parkway North in business at the Wildcats 16-yard line. Split back, or I formation in the backfield right up the middle. They're going to go and inside the 10 down to the 9-yard line is Smith, the senior fullback. And he's going to bring up a second down at about the 9. So Parkway North now with the momentum after the turnover. And this is what the Cats did not allow it to affect them last week. They can't allow turnovers to start creeping back in their head because it has been one of the bad situations for the Wildcats. Bring up a second down and a couple here, and this time they're going to give it through for Butler, and he's hit at the initial line of scrimmage, but going to have enough for a first down as he bounces it down to the 5-yard line. As the cheerleader, Parkway North cheerleaders getting here, start of the second quarter. I heard there was a little bit of a bus trouble on the way over, and I see a student section coming as well. So it'll bring up first and goal from the 5-yard line. Cats would like to get a big turnover here. Parkway North looking to bounce out on top. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. In the backfield, they're going to pitch it back to Butler. Butler cuts back up inside the 5, down to about the 1. Going to bring up second and goal at about the 1-yard line. So good cutback by Butler. Saw the line and got it inside the 5 down to the 1-yard line. So second and goal from the 1 coming up by Parkway North. Parkway North got the turnover on the fumble by Salamaya. Wide receiver out to the far side, split backs or I formation in the backfield. And this time they're going to go right up the middle with it. Nowhere to go. Cats read that one well. Going to bring up third down and goal. Austin Campbell in there on the tackle. So third down and goal coming up for Parkway North here. You'd almost call it a win if the Cats could somehow hold them to a field goal here with 10 minutes to go in the first half. And they're going to go with a jumbo formation in the backfield. And this time they're going to give it through. And up the middle they're going to go. No signal yet. And down he goes at about the 1. Cats are going to hold, and it's going to bring up fourth down at about the 1-yard line. So nobody gets in. It's going to be fourth down coming up. Parkway North is screaming from the sidelines. And fourth and goal coming up. Hertzler, the quarterback, does not have a running touchdown or a rushing touchdown this year. This would be a good time for his first if they were thinking that way. So here they're going to go. Big fourth down coming up. And this time they're going to give it through. Dives in. Nowhere to go. Cats are going to stop him. And the Cats hold. Amazing 4-down stand by the Wildcats. Parkway North had all the momentum. We'll see what happens here. First and 10 for the Cats from their own 1-foot line coming up. So the Wildcats do an awesome job.
First and 10 for the Blue.
So it'll be the Wildcat ball from their own end zone basically here on first and 10. Cats defense comes up big. Parkway North gambled, left points off the board in semifinal games. That can burn you. Here we go. Under center is Dykehorst. And looks like somebody jumped off sides and the ball's in the end zone. They didn't call anything, and instead it's going to be a touchdown. Or they're going to call a safety. It looked like there was jumping on both sides, but instead it's a safety, and that's what can happen when you're at your own 1-foot line. And the scary part about that situation for me right there is, did the yips start getting back in the head of the Wildcats after the Morgan Salamaya fumble? They struggled at Platte County this year after that first fumble. They ended up having 10 turnovers in the game against Platte County. You hope that's not the situation in this one. Now, I'm one of those people that say on that first and 10 from your own goal line, just do a quarterback sneak right up the middle. Just try to get a couple yards, get yourself some breathing room, instead of trying to hand it off in your own end zone. So the Cats are going to have to punt it away here from their own 20-yard line. So Talk about momentum shifts. Back and forth we go here. Now it's back with Parkway North. They get the safety and lead it 9-7. And we await the Morgan Salamaya free kick here from his own 20-yard line. So 9-7 Cats trail here. Salamaya going to boot it away from his own 20. Little high end over end kick going to be taken up at the 30 by McMiller. And this time he's going to fake it and go around. Nowhere to go. Taken down at the 25-yard line. And it may be a block in the back. Will help the Cats out as well. So the fake reverse, and the Cats were having none of it. And a penalty flag thrown in, and that usually means a block in the back. That put them back at their own 15 possibly here. So block in the back. It'll push them back 10 more. It'll take them down to their own 15-yard line. So the Wildcats, it'll actually take them inside the 15 to about the 14, I believe, if it's a spot foul. So that'll be almost like an 11-yard penalty, as the ball would have been at the 25-yard line. Instead, it'll be all the way down inside the 15. It'll be 1st and 10 for Parkway North from their own 14. Let's see if the Cats can settle in here. Get a good quick, you need a quick stop on defense. They were out there for a majority of the later part of that first quarter. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, I formation in the backfield, Smith and Butler. They're going to fake it. They're going to look to pass, looking for it to open up. Over the middle they go. Caught by Hawkins, and he's got a first down up to about the 26-yard line. So Hawkins with the catch makes a 1st and 10 up to about the 26 with 8:40 to go in the first quarter. 9-7 our score. Ball up to the 26-yard line. 8.5 to go here in the first half. 9-7 the score. Cats offense looked salty the first couple of drives. Drove right down on that second drive and scored. And then back-to-back fumbles for the Cats. And here they go. They're going to go up the middle. Nowhere to go. Morgan Salamaya takes them down in the backfield. The senior free safety on the blitz, and he read it perfectly. Brings up a 2nd down at about 14 for Parkway North from their own 23-yard line. So Salamaya read it from the backfield. Brings up 2nd down for Parkway North.
Parkway North to the line again, led by the senior quarterback Luke Hertzler, and here they go.
So here we go. Going to bring up 2nd and long. Wide receiver 2 to your left, 1 to your right. Empty back, or 1 man in the backfield. Nowhere to go. Cats defense read that one. Nick Cruz lowers the boom on 34. Ryan Smith in the backfield, and another tackle for loss brings up 3rd and long. But the Cats have not been able to stop the passing game of Parkway North yet. Not getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback Hertzler, and that has hurt him here. Just pointed out to me that K-State defensive tackle and was in the NFL preseason this year, Travis Britt, standing down there on the platform. 3 wide receivers, trips out to your right, 1 to the left, and here comes the pressure. They're going to throw it out in the flats, incomplete, intended for Keon Butler. So Keon Butler couldn't bring it in, and it'll be a punt. So good defensive stand by the Wildcats here, and we'll see how they can do on the offensive side after those back-to-back fumbles. Good news for the Cats, though. After 2 fumbles, they're down by 2. Could be way worse in that situation. Obviously, one situation led to the other one. They got a good stand at the goal line, and that was where the points came into play. They're going to spread it out. They're going to punt it away. High punt goes nowhere. It's going to bounce backwards, and it's going to be about a 3-yard punt. It's going to be 6 yards.
High, short punt.
So they're talking about what they were going to do here at once it's touched by the kicking team, I believe it becomes a dead ball. It doesn't matter what Harrisonville would have done with it there. But it'll be Cats' ball. They are discussing it here. So it will be Cats' ball at the 29-yard line. So a bad punt by Parkway North. Literally a 4-yard punt. Puts the Cats in position down at the 29-yard line. So here comes Corst and company. No hurt done. They're just down 9-7. They got to take those 2 fumbles and take it out of their mind here with 6:59 to go here in the first half. Salamai and Bowers in the backfield. Split backs. Up the middle they go, and up the middle. Salamai 10-5 to the house. One play, Morgan Salamai answers with a 29-yard touchdown run, and it's 13-9. Extra point coming up. Right up the middle, up the gut. Salamai into the secondary, walks into the end zone for the score. And with 6:52 to go, it's 13-9. So we wait the snap. Snap, hold, kick. It is no good, and it's 13-9. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back right after this. You're listening to High School Football on 4Ts.com and Local Number 6.
Garden Gate Floral of Harrisonville is more than just a flower shop. It's your #1 place to buy Harrisonville Wildcat apparel. Whether it's a hoodie for the cold, a bling-filled shirt for those basketball moms, or custom Wildcat socks for your baller, they have you covered. So when you think Wildcat gear, think Garden Gate Floral first. Oh, and guys, no worries. If you're in the doghouse, she can still get you out with a wide floral selection. So go see them at 200 West Wall Street, just off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Reflective Image, 2703 North State 291, Harrisonville. A full-service salon. Haircuts for women, men, and children alike. Many color services and perms, facial wax, tanning, and nail services with art. Reasonable prices with walk-ins available. Give Bev a call at Reflective Image in Harrisonville, 816-887-2797. That's 816-887-2797.
All right, here we go. Cats after the 29-yard touchdown by Salamaya lead it 13-9, and here comes the Salamaya kick. High end over end kick. Going to be bounced into the end zone and taken out of the end zone by number 22, Butler. He gets up to the 15 and almost to the 20 and going to be taken down.
Number 22,
And
Keon Butler.
the momentum took him into the end zone, so they were allowed to return it. I know Gary was sitting here going, isn't that a touchback? But if the momentum takes you into the end zone, it is not a touchdown. And it will be 1st and 10 from their own 19, and that was almost catastrophe for Parkway North there as those two ran right into each other, could have fumbled it into the end zone, and then it becomes a hot potato at that point with guys bearing down on you. So 6:41 to go here in the first half. Cats lead at 13-9. Wide receivers, 3 out to your right side, 1 to your left, split back pistol formation in the backfield. Hertzler going to pass it out in the flat for Butler, and it looked like his knee was down, but they say it was not, and it brings up a 2nd down and 10 as he gets back to the line of scrimmage with 6:30 to go here in the first half. 13-9 the score. So 2nd down and 9 coming up.
1-yard gain.
6:15 to go here in the first half. Cats lead at 13-9.
6-12 and rolling up the play in the first half. Parkway North.
So we wait the Parkway North Vikings coming to the line of scrimmage. This time they're going to put 2 wide receivers to your left side. That'll be Hawkins and Jones out this way. They're going to pitch it back. Looking to pitch it to the outside. Bounce to the outside. Williams. Good hit. Morgan Salamaya. Ball on the turf, but they're going to say he was down. Morgan Salamaya lowers the boom on the near sideline, comes up and lights up number 24, Jaquil Suber. Morgan Salamaya laying the wood on that one. Freak of nature is the senior defensive back and running back. Awesome hit there, and that got the crowd woke up. 3rd down and long coming up for Parkway North from their own 21-yard line with 5:15 to go in the first half. 2 wide receivers set to your right, one to your left. Shotgun formation by Hertzler. They're going to go in motion with McMiller. They're going to hand it off to McMiller. He's going to try to get to the outside. He gets the corner. Nowhere to go. Upended by Morgan Salamaya, and he took a tumble. McMiller tried to hurdle Morgan Salamaya, and Morgan Salamaya flipped him over, and it's going to bring up fourth down. McMiller hit hard, and he's helped up off the turf, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Morgan Salamaya with a couple of vicious hits on this drive, and it's going to bring up fourth down and 7. And I would imagine the coaching staff for Parkway North is going to say, we need to find somebody to put a man on number 29 the rest of this one. 4:47 to go, a punt away. The last couple of punts have been an adventure for Parkway North. The last one went all of about 5 yards. Standing back at his own 10-yard line to punt this one away. And Farron had punted most of the year, but that's not him back there. And there's a low punt out of bounds up to about the 40, and they're going to mark it. We'll see where he runs back to. He's going to keep walking, and it'll be cat ball at the 34 of Parkway North. Big drive coming up for the Wildcats with 4:26 to go in the first half, and the Cats leading 13-9. So Wildcats defense gets another quick 3 and out, and it's going to be Parkway North on their heels on this drive here. Here comes Eichhorst and company back out for this drive, starting at the 34 of Parkway North. Salamaya Bowers in the backfield. 2 wide receivers set to the near sideline. On your right side here. Up the middle, they're going to go, and they're going to pitch it back for Bowers. Bowers to the outside to the 30. Inside the 30 to the 20. On his feet to the 15. Spins down to the 11. And it'll be 1st and 10. Cats just outside of the 10-yard line. And the Cats with a big gain on first down. 24 yards by Bowers. And it'll be 1st and 10. They're going to call it 1st and goal from the 10. Laughlin Snooks out to the near side. Bowers, Salamaya in the backfield. Under center they go. Salamaya going to keep it himself. Rolls inside the 10. Down to about the 8. Going to bring up 2nd down and goal. With 4:05 to go in the first half. This could be a good points for the Cats if they could get them here. They're up by 4. This is making a 2-possession game, and Parkway North going to get the ball to start the second half. 2 wide receivers set to the right side. Eichhorst under center, and this time they're going to give it through for Salamaya inside the 10 on his feet and bounced down to about the 3-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 4 to the 3. We'll see where they mark it. And it'll be 3rd down and goal from about the 3.5. So between the 3 and 4, it'll be 3rd and goal with 3:25 to go in the first half. You got to figure it's 4-down territory for the Cats in this situation as well. They've been able to control the line of scrimmage for the most part here today. Couple of fumbles have cost them. Other than that, it's been pretty solid offensive going for the Wildcats, and they're going to let it run down. And I believe they're going to call a timeout with 2 seconds on the play clock. And they do. And the Cats going to talk it over on 3rd down and about 3. So we're going to talk it over as well.
Kurzweil's Country Meats has some exciting news. They have had so many calls they have decided to open a temporary storefront in Harrisonville by the Family Center. It will be a smaller selection of smoked meats, but you'll still be able to get everything you want for your Christmas dinners. They will also be serving lunch just like they used to. So stop by the Family Center for some Kurzweil's Country Meats.
All right, welcome back. 3:02 to go here, first half of this one. It's kind of been a back and forth, momentum shifting type of game. Cats came out, punched them in the mouth early, a couple of good drives early on, got the touchdown. Looked like Cats may be able to have their way with them. Parkway North responds with a great drive of their own, going and marching down the field 4-6. Then on the next drive, the Cats turn it over. Morgan Salamaya with the fumble. Then the Cats defense comes up huge on 4th down. And then after that, They fumble in the end zone for a safety, but the Cats answer back with a 29-yard Morgan Salamaya touchdown. And right up the middle they're going to go. They're going to bounce it to the outside. Morgan Salamaya trying to drive his way and drove all the way out of bounds. First time all year I've seen somebody push Morgan Salamaya out of bounds and not let the stiff arm roll. So it'll bring up 4th down and goal at about the 2-yard line. Cats with that jumbo line in the backfield with the 3-back set. So 4th down coming up. And we'll see if the Cats maybe try the same play to the near side this time. So it's Davis along with Salamaya and Bowers in the backfield. They're going to try to blitz, and they're going to go up and the ball on the ground, and it's going to bounce around on the ground, and it's going to be Cats ball, but it doesn't matter. It was 4th down, so Parkway North going to get the ball back, and that's the 3rd. I guess you could call that a turnover, but it was a turnover on down, so it really won't be a lost fumble on the stat sheet as it was controlled by the Cats. And so the Cats with the 3rd ball on the turf makes it 13-9, and Parkway North gets the ball at about the 13-yard line. So
The 13-yard line. 2:52 left to play.
So 2:52 to go here. First half, Parkway trying to get the ball in the end zone here and take the lead before half and get the ball back. And here they go. They're going to go right up the middle with it for Butler, or Smith, sorry, and Smith goes up to about the 18. Going to bring up a 2nd down, about 4, 2:39 to go here in the first half as the clock is rolling. Bringing it in from the sideline. Parkway North in no hurry running the offense right now. They do have quick strike capabilities, though. To the line of scrimmage they go. 2 wide receivers set out to the right side, 1 to the left. Single back set in the backfield. They're going to pitch it back out. Try to get it over the middle into space. That is Hawkins, and he's going to have enough for a 1st down up to about the 25-yard line with 2:06 to go in the first half. So the clock stops while they set the chains. It'll bring up a 1st and 10 up to the 25-yard line, 2:05 to go. Remember, our kickoff's brought to you by Applebee's of Harrisonville. Kick off your holiday shopping with an Applebee's gift card. And here we go. They're going to fake the end around. Ball on the ground. Ball on the turf. Cats. Are they going to get to it? No. Covered up at the 10-yard line by Hertzler.
Fumble on the play.
And I'll tell you what I've seen a couple of times from both sides. That was Snooks trying to fall on it. Both teams trying to pick the ball up and run with it in the fumble. And you know, you always want to feel that 6. You want to get that 6. But nevertheless, it doesn't always work out. So it's going to bring up 2nd down in Archie, Missouri for the Parkway North Vikings. So 3rd down, sorry. No, it will be 2nd down. And we got a timeout. And they're going to talk it over here with 1:12 to go in the first half. And that ball bounces way back inside the 10, at the 10. And I'm not sure the officials were talking it over here. So it'll be 2nd down and 25 coming up for Parkway North. So ball at their own 10-yard line, 1:12 to go. You know, the Cats do have 2 timeouts left. You may think they may want to try to burn one here after this 2nd down. And now they do. So smart move by the Cats with 1:08 to go. They got 2 timeouts, now 1 left. They can stop it after 3rd down, too, if they don't get a 1st down here, and try to get the ball back with a little bit of time left. So 1:08 to go here in the first half, and we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it here with you. Gary just made a good point. He said, why not call your timeouts? They've had 2 punts that went 10 and 5 yards, so it'd be a good time to make them kick into that wind, worried about the rush and everything else. So we have 1:08 to go here. It's going to bring up 2nd down and long for Parkway North. really crisply played first quarter. I feel like the second quarter has been the yips for both teams. Not very solid here in the second quarter. Parkway North put it on the turf. The Cats have put it on the turf 3 different times here in this second quarter. 1:08 to go in the first half of this one. It's been a back and forth battle. It's 13-9. Everybody said this one could probably come down to the last possession, and it's looking that way early first half. It's looked that way most of this first half. So second and long coming up for Parkway North. They've got speedsters down the side. You got to keep somebody back here. They're going to go with 2 wide receivers set off to the right side, 1 to the left. They're going to pitch it out, and to the outside they're going to try to get it out there. Nowhere to go. Cats call it and knock it down as that went to the far side for Suber, and it'll bring up third down. So 3rd and about 20, and a timeout called by the Wildcats here with 1 minute to go. You got to think if you're Parkway North, you're just going to run it here. Let the clock run as much as you can and take your chances with a punt. So the Cats out of timeouts now. If Parkway North puts it in the air and it's an incomplete pass, that could help the Wildcats out as well. So on 3rd down and 19, it will be Parkway North's ball after the timeout. Cats lead 13-9. Started the scoring in the first quarter. Good drive by the Wildcats. Went right down the field on that drive. Scored. Looked like they were going to have their way at the line of scrimmage. Parkway North answered with a beautiful drive of their own, methodically down the field to tie it up. And then the Cats had fumble issues after that. They fumbled it and were able to hold on defense on a 4th and goal, but then fumbled it on 1st down into the end zone, and it was a safety. It gave Parkway North a 9-7 lead. But then the Cats forced a 3 and out and a horrible punt by Parkway North and a 29-yard touchdown run by Morgan Salmaya. Here we go on 3rd and long. They're going to go right up the middle with it, and it will be Smith, and he's going to get up to about the 25-yard line with about 55 seconds to go. And North is going to have to punt it away.
25-yard, taking time off the clock.
So with 45 seconds, the clock will roll. And now the play clock starts. So they're going to have to snap it with about 12 seconds to go in the first half. Will Parkway North, and they're just standing on the sideline. They're going to call a timeout when the play clock rolls down. I'd almost think about rolling in and trying to block this one if I was the Wildcats as well, as much trouble as they have had with their punting game. So they're going to call the timeout, and now the punting unit will come out onto the field after the timeout.
Why go to a cookie-cutter jeweler where it's all the same? Golden Classics Jewelry in Harrisonville isn't like the rest. They specialize in custom creations to meet your specifications. So if you can dream it, they can create it. Need a piece of jewelry fixed? They got you covered there as well. Golden Classics is now your only authorized retailer of Pandora, south of Kansas City for over 100 miles. So whether it's a watch battery, a custom ring, or wedding band, go see Golden Classics Jewelry in the Gaslight Shopping Center. Did you know Harrisonville has its very own bridal shop and prom headquarters? Kim's Tailor and New Styles is that place. Kim has a giant showroom full of prom dresses. She can also get your boyfriend his tux to rent as well. The best part is she will make it fit perfectly with her custom tailoring. Oh, and don't forget the new style clothes. So instead of wasting time and gas heading to the city, go see Kim in the Gaslight Shopping Center next to Golden Classics Jewelry. Classics.
All right, welcome back. We're ready for the punt on 4th down, standing about their own 12-yard line. Parkway North set to punt it away. They've had some troubles with it, and this is a high end over end kick, and Davis going to take it from his own 46 with 8.8 seconds to go. See if the Cats have anything dialed up with 8.5 seconds to go. Parkway North going to get the ball to start the second half. Cats lead it 13-9, but Parkway North will get the ball to start this second half of play. It'll be Cats ball from their own 44-yard line. with 8.8 to go. If you're the Cats, you just want to hold on to the football right here. You do not want to have a fumble. It'll be Davis and Snooks out to the near side. Cats have not thrown the ball yet this afternoon. So this time they're going to go fake it. They're going to look to pass, and they're going to throw it out in the flat. Salamaya, he's got it down to the 30. The clock does not start. And
Has gone by Morgan Salamaya. He'll take it down inside the 30.
So the clock didn't run. There was only 8.8 seconds to go, and the official does have a clock on the side, so we'll see what they say. Cats are trying to get in line to spike it here. Parkway North not happy, and I wouldn't be either because it did not run for a majority of that. There may be a second or two left as that clock did not run at 8.8, but they should have. So they should have let that clock should have ran from 8.8. They got up, it shows 4.2 on the clock. So we're going to see the officials are going to talk it over here. Cats are already lined up, ready to snap it for a spike for one last play. I don't know if it'd be close. I don't know if there's any time on the clock. I noticed it wasn't running the whole time. I was looking to see how much time was running.
So 0.8 of a second was added for the official's request. So 5 ticks left to play in this first half.
So 5 seconds left here in the first half. Coming up 13-9 the score. So we're waiting the snap by its first down, so the clock will go on the officials' watch, and now they're going to come over and discuss it on the near sideline. I'll be the first to tell you, I looked up as the broadcaster to see if they were going to be able to get another play off, and the clock wasn't moving, and that was when Morgan was already down to about the 30. So you got to try to determine how far Morgan got in the 25 yards. So we await the snap. Cats are just going to kill the clock here with a snap and get one more shot at it. So we're still waiting for the official signal. And here we go. And I'm not sure what happened there. They showed 5 seconds. I guess it was 5/10 of a second. So we'll be right back after this for your halftime show.
Green Lamp Furniture. Come in and see them before they're gone. That's right, after decades as a Harrisonville staple, Jeff and his family are getting out of the furniture business. So if you've been holding off on a new bedroom set, a recliner, new kitchen table, or living room set, you're in luck. With a huge selection of Flex Steel, Best, TEI, as well as therapeutic bedding, they've got you covered. Come in, say goodbye, and get great new furniture at the best price. Green Lamp Furniture, located at 1205 South Commercial Street in Harrisonville.
As the premier real estate team in the Kansas City metro area, Hearn Group Keller Williams can help you find your dream home or help you sell if your career calls for a relocation. For James and his staff, the Harrisonville area holds strong ties with both of his boys playing and graduating for the Wildcats. So when you're in the market for a new home, give James and his team a call at 816-797-0756 or visit their website at hearnhomes.com.
Health's Topsoil. How many times have you bought a bag of topsoil from a local hardware store? Do you know you can get better topsoil for a better price right from the source? Health's Topsoil has a fine pulverized topsoil that's virtually debris-free and a non-pulverized topsoil for a little bit bigger job, as well as fill dirt for a large home improvement job. All for cheaper than you can get at the hardware store and better quality as well. So call Health's Topsoil today at 816-668-3520, Health's Topsoil. Greg's Wheel Alignment. Is your car making an annoying squeal? Heater not ready for the cold? Then it's time to give Darren and Robert a call over at Greg's Wheel Alignment and Brake Service. Greg's is a brand that's been in town for 50 years and will give you professional service at a fair price. So next time you hear an untimely noise or simply have a flat, call Greg's at 816-380-3384. That's 816-380-3384.
For over 10 years, Schroeder Chiropractic in Harrisonville, Missouri has been providing quality chiropractic care in a warm and welcoming environment. Their goal is to provide maximum attention to each patient who comes in for care. The goal is to help each person reach their own personal best in regards to health and wellness. They utilize a variety of techniques because individuals respond differently, and they realize that what works for one may not work for the next. So go see Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah today at 207 East Wall Street, just off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Mills Plumbing. Whether you need a drain unclogged, toilet fixed, or are ready for a full new dream bathroom, Mills Plumbing can take care of it for you. Having been in business for over 20 years and serving the Cass County area, Roy and Cody will take care of you. So before you try to do it yourself, call the experts at Mills Plumbing, 816-258-1361. That's 816-258-1361 to get it done right the first time. Mills Plumbing wants to remind everyone, go Wildcats.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone.
I'll tell you what, a well-played first quarter gave way to a messy second quarter in that one. Several turnovers, several fumbles. It just was a not a crisp second quarter of play, but nevertheless the Cats are not hurt. They're leading 13-9 at the half. Defense for the most part has stepped up. 125 total yards for Parkway North in this one, and a majority of that coming from Butler and Smith with 43 and 36 yards respectively. For the Wildcats, it's been the two-headed monster. It's been Bowers and it's been Salamaya. Salamaya with 68 total yards, Bowers with 70, and the Cats have 159 total yards at the half and 27 yards passing for Eichhorst, and that was all on that last play and that last two sequence there that we didn't really know what was going on. The clock didn't run, but then they put a second on the clock. We thought it was 5 seconds, and it was just a mess. Cats could not get the clock killed before the time ran out. And that was the situation there at the half. But nevertheless, the Cats lead it 13-9 here at the half in what was, like I said, a back and forth first quarter. It looked like the Cats were going to, be in business, so to speak, after that first couple of drives. The first drive stalled out at about the 40 of Parkway North. They had to punt it away, but they made Parkway North go 3 and out, get the ball back, and punch them right in the mouth, go right down the field and score. You thought, wow, Cats may do some work here this afternoon, but Parkway North answered with a great drive of their own, drive all the way down, tied up 7 apiece, and then after that is when the second quarter came around and the Cats, Salamaya fumbled it, and like I said, what it looked like with Morgan, he was coming to the outside and he put it down on the ground, and instead of falling on it, playmakers think, let's make a play here. He wanted to pick it up and try to get something out of nothing, and instead footballs are a weird shape. They're not just like a round ball that's just going to give you a perfect bounce every time. You don't ever know how they're going to bounce, and it didn't bounce the right way. It bounced away from Morgan. He could not corral it in, turns it over. Defense helps him out. That's what this team's been about in this 7-game winning streak, is it's just about everybody helping everybody out, and the defense stepped up and got a 4-down stop down at the goal line, but that led to a safety on a fumbled snap in the end zone that Eichhorst had to fall on, and that was the only damage done, though, as they kicked it away, and then a short punt and a 29-yard touchdown run by Morgan Salamaya, and that puts us at 13-9 at the half. As they were sloppy with Parkway North on their last drive, they fumbled it deep in their own territory and almost turned it over, and instead they had to get rid of it and get it back to the Wildcats, and the Cats had a shot at it. They got it to Salamaya in open space. He just didn't quite get it in the end zone. The clock didn't run, and nevertheless it evened out there, and I'm really glad that it evened out, because I would have felt bad for Parkway North had Harrisonville scored right there, because there was clearly probably 8.8 seconds that ran off on that play. If not, it would have been close. But the problem is you don't know, because they didn't know on the field how much time should be on the clock, because the clock didn't start running until well after Morgan was down to inside the 30-yard line. So that's our situation. Our score at the half is 13-9. And today's halftime show brought to you by Show Me Auto Mall, where Harrisonville looks for late model used cars. Remember, all of our first downs in the first half brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank. Think Sherwood Community Bank first when you think about who to bank with. So we're going to take an extended timeout. We're going to thank a lot of our great sponsors, and you guys have seen them scrolling through here the whole entire game, and just rolling through them. American Family, Health's Turf Farm, Applebee's, Goff Construction, Bowers Surveying, Holland Auto Sales, Colby's Car Clinic, Commerce Bank, Garden Gate Floral, who is giving me my shirt today. Got to thank Virginia Atkinson and her crew over at Garden Gate Floral, supplying the voice of the Wildcats with his wardrobe this afternoon. Also, we have Green Lamp Furniture, Hearn Group, Golden Classics Jewelers, Kim's Taylor and New Styles, Reflective Image, Health's Topsoil, Greg's, Schroeder Chiropractic, Mills Plumbing, Sherwood Community Bank, American Heritage Realtors, Show Me Auto Mall, Best Burrito, Sonic, Young's Tire, Young's Auto, Troby's Maytag Home Appliance, Forged by Fire, Papa Murphy's, and Kurzweil's. 31 sponsors stepped up to the plate for us, and we could not be more happy. Another shout out, Mike and Natalie Johnson and Excalibur Contracting, who stepped up to pay for video throughout the playoffs for us, as well as all these other great sponsors who have stepped on board. Mike and Natalie, they do a great job around the community. They help the school district out whenever they can. They just helped resod the baseball field. They also were able to help with the Savannah Nash Memorial out in front of the Commons at the high school. They do the music for the student section before the games. They do all these great things for the community, and they stepped up for us. I mean, we could just go on and on about everything they do. We got to thank them again for everything that they do for us and all of our great sponsors. We're going to take an extended timeout. We'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes or so. You're listening to High School Football on 4Ts.com and Channel 6 Fidelity, local Channel 6.
Are you tired of those big city America banks messing with your money and treating you like a number? Well, don't. The fine folks at Sherwood Community Bank in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, and Harrisonville are your only locally owned and managed bank, and they will treat you like family. So whether it's a new car, a house, a refinance, or maybe just a savings account for the little one, go see your friends at Sherwood Community Bank and keep your money in the community. Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC.
American Heritage Realtors. Carol Looney and the staff of American Heritage have been where Harrisonville has turned since 1981 for their dream homes. Carol and her staff will make sure you find the house that's right for you and your budget. They will help make sure schools are a great fit as well for your kids. So go see the team that goes the extra mile for you, located next to Sonic at 1000 South Commercial, or call 816-380-6161, or visit the website at americanheritage-realtors.com.
What did the bank say? Yes, 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 and yes. What did the bank say? Yes, 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 and yes. That's right, folks. Josh Steiner here with Show Me Auto Mall, and our banks are saying yes. Divorce? repossession, foreclosure, bankruptcy? No problem, because like our banks, we understand bad things happen to good people. For a fast, easy approval on a new vehicle, apply online at showmeautomall.net or call 816-887-1908. So please, let Show Me show you how a car buying experience should be.
Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Best Burrito, 1805 South Commercial in Harrisonville. Authentic Mexican food. Harrisonville's #1 restaurant out of 33 as rated by TripAdvisor. One reviewer said, if you want a real good Mexican restaurant, this is it. Another said, excellent food, great service, great place to take the family or just go for a date. Everyone is treated like family. Visit Best Burrito at 1805 South Commercial in Harrisonville. Sonic is more than a great place to grab a foot-long quarter-pound coney and a cherry limeade. Their heritage is not only about great food and friendly service, but also being part of the community. It's not just the right thing to do, it's good business. The Harrisonville Sonic, 906 South Commercial.
There is no job too small for Young's Auto. From a simple oil change to new brakes and pads, Young's has you covered. Their friendly staff is always there to make sure your car or truck is in good hands. Michelle and William Young have created a great Harrisonville brand and want you to come back for more. So come on out and see them on commercial right behind the Garage Burgers, or give them a call at 816-380-6008.
Young's Tire. Got a flat? Are your tires bald? Want to spice up your car with some new rims? Then Young's is your stop. They can fix your flat, get you new tires and wheels, and have you rolling down the highway in style. Their lifetime maintenance on tires is the best deal in town. So when you're in the market for tires, go see William over on Commercial Street and have him take care of you. Young's is a proud supporter of Wildcat Athletics. Harrisonville Papa Murphy's, 662 South Commercial Street, 884-5005. That's 662 South Commercial Street, 816-884-5005.
Why drive all the way to Nebraska to get your kitchen appliances, washers, and dryers? It's silly when you have Earlene and her family right here in Harrisonville. A friendly hometown staff, quicker delivery, they carry all the same brands including Maytag and Whirlpool, and they can even fix it if it's broke. So come in today, say hello, and get Black Friday savings before everyone else. Visit them at Troby'sMaytag.com, on Facebook, or their showroom at 200 Plaza Drive across the road from the new Casey's.
We have great news. Harrisonville's newest restaurant, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, is open for business. Located in the Price Chopper Marketplace, they take pride in being a family-friendly destination for great food and steaks, while also offering great entertainment, including live bands and pool. So whether it's a family dinner or a night out with friends, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House is your place. Bring in your Wildcat game program and receive 10% off your bill.
Kurzweil's Country Meats has some exciting news. They have had so many calls they have decided to open a temporary storefront in Harrisonville by the Family Center. It will be a smaller selection of smoked meats, but you'll still be able to get everything you want for your Christmas dinners. They will also be serving lunch just like they used to, so stop by the Family Center for some Kurzweil's Country Meats.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
The Cameron Chenoweth Agency of American Family Insurance, 1300 Locust Street, Suite C, Harrisonville, 816-380-3996.
Whether it's a small job to patch your lawn or a commercial installation, Heltz Turf Farm can do it all. From the new Loves and Quick Trip or a new home, Heltz will have you seeing green with their fescue and bluegrass sod. Sean and Michelle also love to support Harrisonville schools, the Wildcats, and field their own national touring micro sprint car team driven by Slater Helt, who recently finished up a 4th place season finish. Give Heltz a call today at 816-540-2020.
Your budget shrinking for the holidays? If you're like most of us, it is. Applebee's of Harrisonville has some relief. Buy an entree, get an entree free. That's right, take a date, she's free, or feed the family for less. While you're eating for free, do some holiday shopping and save even more with an Applebee's gift card. For every $50 in gift cards, get 10 for yourself. So go see Brad and his crew at Harrisonville Applebee's for great food and savings for the holidays.
Time to build your dream home? Maybe remodel the basement for a man cave. I've got the guy for you. Donald Goth at Goth Construction. With 43 years experience and owning his own business for 24 years, you will get the best results anywhere. Hey, this is Chad Grammer, the voice of the Harrisonville Wildcats, and I would know firsthand because that's my dad. So when you're in the market, give Donald a call at 660-492-2096 and tell him Chad sent you.
Bowers Engineering and Surveying Incorporated, a civil engineering and land surveying company in Harrisonville, Missouri, 816-380-4821. Or at www.bowers-survey.com. That's www.bowers-survey.com.
Holland Auto Sales in Harrisonville is not your here today, gone tomorrow car lot. Steve and his family have been in a Harrisonville institution since 1984. That is over 30 years of making vehicle owners happy and coming back over and over again. Steve was born and raised in Harrisonville and takes pride in making the car buying experience happy and enjoyable. So go see him today at 802 South Commercial or visit their website at hollandsautosales.com.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Harrisonville, Missouri semifinal Saturday afternoon. We're halfway through this semifinal battle. The Harrisonville Wildcats, the Parkway North Vikings, and the Cats lead it 13-9 here at the half. We talked about it here at the halftime show, brought to you by Show Me Auto Mall, where Harrisonville looks for late model used cars, and we talked about it. It was a great first quarter of play by both squads. Harrisonville punched them in the mouth. Parkway North answered back. Second quarter, pretty sloppy on both sides of it. Cats had the 3 fumbles. One of them was recovered, but it was a 4th down, so it didn't matter, and it was a turnover on downs. And then Parkway North put it on the turf, and then they had struggles with their punting game that allowed the Cat a couple of short fields, a 4-yard punt and about an 11-yard punt. The 4-yard punt resulted in a 29-yard Morgan Salamaya touchdown run. So second half will be underway momentarily. It'll be the Wildcats kicking away to Parkway North in this one. 13-9 is the score. Cats lead by 4. And that's kind of an important score, though, with it being 4. If it comes late in the game and the Cats are up 4, that means Parkway North cannot use their field goal kicker, who was routinely kicking 40-yarders and 50-yarders in pregame. So the Cats will kick into the wind in the third, means they will get the wind with the fourth quarter as well. So both of those could become factors. Salamaya set to kick it. So 12 minutes on the clock. Cats going to kick from right to left to start this second half, and this kickoff brought to you by Applebee's of Harrisonville. Kick off your holiday shopping with an Applebee's gift card. And here they go. They're going to see if they're going to fake it. This time they're going to give it to Kevon McMiller, and he gets tripped at about the 15-yard line and bounces out to about the 19. It'll be 1st and 10 from their 19 for Parkway North. So Parkway North going to take over to their own 19 to start this second half. 11:53 on the clock. Hertzler set to come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to have the I formation in the backfield. He's going to have Smith and Butler in the backfield behind him. 2 wide receivers out to the left side. And they're going to give it through. Second guy through Butler, and he's going to get a couple up to about the 22-yard line. Going to be a 3-yard gain. Going to bring up second down and about 7.
On the stop, number 34, the senior linebacker Nathan Krameyer. Number 49, the senior linebacker Michael Messer.
Messer and Krameyer in on the tackle for the Wildcats. Going to bring up a second down and 7. So up to the line of scrimmage they go. 2 wide receivers out to the right side now. Again, I formation in the backfield. This time they're going to give it to Butler again, and he falls forward for a couple and is wrapped up quickly. Nick Cruz on the tackle along with a couple others. bring up a third down and about 5 here. So Wallen, and it was Cruz and Wallen. You hear the voice of the Wildcats through the PA announcing. Kevin Thomas giving us that information as well. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. They're going to go 2 to the right side, 1 to the left side. Single back in the backfield. Looking to throw Hertzler. He throws it out in the flat. Got his man first down and then out of bounds. Laughlin pulls him out of bounds. It was Hawkins on the near sideline. Brings up a first down, so the Chains will move up to the 30-yard line.
So the ball will be at the 30-yard line where it's 1st and 10. Action to be here on the near side. Just underway here, third quarter action. Once again, so glad you could join us.
So here we go. 1st and 10 coming up for Parkway North from the 31, their own 31-yard line.
Parkway North to the line.
To the line of scrimmage to go. Wide receiver out to the left side, 2 to the right. Single back in the backfield is Smith. They're going to fake it to Smith. They're going to look to pass. They're going to chuck it deep downfield. Overthrow the target. Incomplete. As Laughlin on the coverage on the far side. Kevon McMiller wanted the flag. Nothing called. Good coverage by Laughlin. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. So it looks like Parkway North going to try to dial up some long distance here to start this second half on the passing. This is the quarter. It looks like the wind has died dramatically down as all of a sudden I look at the flags and they're just laying limp over on the flagpoles. 2 wide receiver set out to the right. This time they're going to fake, look to pass, throw it over, and incomplete, almost picked off.
Pass deflected at the 35-yard line.
Wallen, it looks like.
The linebacker, the junior linebacker, number 40, Jesse Wallen.
So Wallen in and out of the hands brings up 3rd down and 10 here from the 31. And that's the thing, when you start putting it up in the air quite a bit, you can risk those turnovers. So 3rd down coming up for Parkway. Cats would like to get it back and make this a 2-possession game here in the second half and make Parkway North start chasing. 2 wide receivers to your left, 1 to your right. Pistol formation. They're going to go in motion, and they're going to fake it to Butler. They're going to look to pass, and they throw it out in the flat. Boom! Snooks wraps him up, takes him down, ball on the ground. And they say he was down, and it's going to bring up 4th down and about 14. Joe Snooks with the hit on number 34 on the pitch back the opposite way to Ryan Smith. And they're going to have to punt it away with 10:03 to go here in the third. Salamaya and Davis back to return it. I believe that Kevon McMiller, they put him back there. I think they do that for a chance that he may be able to, take off and run with it. And this is a high kick. Davis going to fair catch it at his own 36-yard line. And it'll be Cats ball from their own 36 to start this drive. So the Cats flip it around on Parkway North. Now if you're the Cats, you've got to try and get into the end zone here and make it a 2-possession game. So we await the Cats coming out on the field. 9:44 to go here, third quarter. Snooks flanked out to the right side. Split backs in the backfield. And right up the middle they're going to go. Salamaya tries to break the initial contact and then is taken down at the line of scrimmage. A lot of blitzing you've seen by the last 3 or 4 plays. Right up the middle they've come with number 33, Ryan Newton. He is broken right through the line of scrimmage several times. We'll see if the Cats allow him to continue to do that. We're going to bring up 2nd and 10 from about the 36. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. Near side is McCleve on the left side. On the right side is Snooks. This time Salamaya into the secondary. He gone to the 40, to the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Morgan Salamaya, 64 yards. And the Cats up 19-9. Morgan Salamaya right up the middle. He got into the secondary and he turned around and kind of looked around like where is everybody? And down he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. It's a 19-9 lead for the Wildcats. Sailor, extra point coming up for the Cats. The snap, the hold, the kick, and it is good, and the Cats lead it 20-9. We are going to take a timeout, and we'll be right back after this.
He's back. That's right, Harrisonville's favorite mechanic is back and better than ever. Now, not only will you get an ASE certified technician, but he has tire service as well. That's right, along with all your engine care, Colby's can take care of your tires too. So before you head to the big city for so-called savings, think local and call Colby first at 816-380-3000 and have him set you up with expert service instead. It's not often you get the convenience of a big city bank with a small town feel, but that's exactly what you'll get with Commerce Bank of Harrisonville. Big city convenience with tons of locations and more lending options combined with small town hospitality and friendly smiles. Commerce takes pride in being an active part in Harrisonville schools and athletics and wishes them luck tonight and throughout the playoffs. So go visit them for historically low mortgage rates or just to say thanks. Commerce Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Here's the kick, and it's going to be deep, and it's going to be taken at the 5, and now they're going to fake it around and give it to Kevon McMiller, and he's not going to go anywhere. Wrapped up at about the 13-yard line, and the Cats defense comes out for another roll. They tried to give that one to so it'll be 1st and 10 for Parkway North from their own 14. And this is a big series for both of these squads right here. Cats, if they can get another 3 and out right here, they are going to try to put some distance between themselves and Parkway North. Wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right, I formation in the backfield, Smith and Butler. They're going to pitch it back to Butler. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to get it to about the 16, maybe 17. Several Cats in on it. You see, looks like Austin Campbell, a couple others. Brings up 2nd down and about 7. Harrisonville looking for their first trip to a state championship game since 2007. They've lost their last 2 semifinal games to Webb City and Jeff City Helias. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, under center. And this time they're going to pitch it back. And Butler goes nowhere again. Cats defense reading on it. Bring up a 3rd down and about 8. So 3rd and long coming up. Wildcat defense has made some adjustments and doing well so far here in the second half. 8 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter, and the Wildcats lead it 20-9 is your score. 2 wide receivers set. No, they're going to go trips out to your right. Wide receiver to the left. This time they're looking to pass. Into the flats they go. They got their man up to the 25-yard line. Past the 25 to the 28. Dropped down by Wallen at about the 28-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Up to the 29. So they throw it out on the near side. Caught by 12. I believe that was Andrew Jones that time with the reception. And it'll be a 1st and 10 up to the 29-yard line. So 7:30 and rolling here in the 3rd. It's going to be Hawkins and Jones out to the left. Out to the right is McMiller. They're going to go right up the middle with it. Quick run, 5 yards. Takes it to perhaps the 35, maybe the 34 is number 22. 34-yard line. And that was Butler again on the run. 5-yard gain. They're going to call it 6. And it'll bring up 2nd down and about 4. 7:05 and rolling left to play in this 3rd quarter. Hertzler gets the play from the sideline, going to get it play in. 2 wide receivers to your left, 1 to your right. I formation in the backfield. Smith in front of Butler. Hertzler under center. And Hertzler looks to pass. He throws it out in the flat. Has Hawkins down the sideline. He gets past the initial contact and gets up to midfield. About a 15-yard gain on the far sideline. And it'll be Parkway North ball right at midfield. Clock will stop as they set the chains.
Action to be on the far side.
So with 6:41 to go, Parkway North putting together a good drive here. Ball at midfield.
Vikings break. To the line they go.
And they go wide receivers out to the near side. It's going to be Jones and Hawkins. It'll be McMiller on the opposite side. They're going to throw it out to Hawkins. And sliding down at midfield there on the pursuit was Jasper Davis. It'll be a gain of a couple for Hawkins as he cuts it into the middle of the field. And it'll be down to the Wildcat 48-yard line. So Parkway North here looking as though they're going to start passing it a little bit more in the second half, because that's where they've been getting a majority of their yards. And Messer going to check out as they're going to bring an extra DB in, and that will be Joe Bowers. So go with a nickel package here, 5 defensive backs, 2 wide receivers out to the far side. They're going to look out to the far side. They float it out there, and Butler can't get wrapped up at first, but then Davis covers him back up and gets about a yard gain. Going to bring up third down and about 7. Big play on third down coming up with 5:40 to go here in the third quarter. Cats would like to get a stop, get off the field, get their offense back out there. Good drive put together so far by Parkway North. A lot of short passes mixed in with some intermediate passes. They haven't taken that home run shot down the field, though. This time they're going to go 2 wide receivers out to the left, or to the right side, 1 to the left. And they're going to look to pass again. Hertzler going to chuck it deep downfield. Still going and intercepted on the far sideline. No, they're going to say incomplete pass. And that's not a horrible thing for the Wildcats for it to be an incomplete pass. They would have the ball inside their own 10 as Kevon McMiller, he has been banged up a couple of times here today, and that's going to bring up 4th down and about 8, and it looks like Parkway North going to have to punt it away. Yeah, and that is their punter, and they got somebody else coming in here to punt this one away, which with their stats would have led me to believe that Farron was going to be their punter and what their coach sent me, but he has not been out there punting today, which is odd to me. So Cats got a couple back to receive. It looks like Laughlin and Salamaya back on the to return. And here comes the kick. Low kick taken by Salamaya at the 15. He gets a block up the middle to the 24-yard line. So it'll be Cats ball from their own 24 with 5:03 to go here in the third. This is where the Wildcats need to make the money right here. Nice, long, sustained drive and punch it in the end zone. It's an 11-point game. You get a touchdown here. You make it a 3-possession game heading close to the fourth quarter. McCleve going to be flanked out to the right side. To the left side, near side is Snooks. And they're going to go up the middle. This time it'll be Bowers. And Bowers going to get about 5 yards. They're going to give him actually 6 up to the 30. And it brings up 2nd down and about 4. So 2nd and 4 coming up for the Cats. Eichhorst gets the play from the sideline. Laughlin going to be flanked out to the far side. To the near side on the left side will be McCleve. This time they're going to go pitch it back. No, they're going to give it up the middle to Salamaya. That was a good job on the fake. Salamaya, they gave it right to Salamaya, but Eichhorst carried it out as though he was going to hand it off, and it looked like everybody from Parkway North didn't quite know if Salamaya had the ball as well. 4:04 to go here, third quarter. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4. Wide receiver to your left, wide receiver to your right, split backs in the backfield. This time they're going to give it through to Bowers, and Bowers breaks contact and gets close to a 1st down, and they're going to mark him up for a 1st down as he dives forward, and that'll move the chains. So the chains do move up to the 35. And the Cats, like I said, this isn't a situation the Cats are going to want to try to start imposing their will, so to speak, on Parkway North here and wear them down.
Cats break to the line they go.
So here they go up to the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 35, their own 35. Snooks out to the right side, to the left side, near side McLeave. Up the middle they're going to go for Salamai, and he dives back to the line of scrimmage. Number 33 diving in there for the tackle. Ryan Newton makes it 2nd down and 11. As Newton, they've started blitzing Newton, the middle linebacker, several times here in this one, and it's also cost him as well on the big Morgan Salamaya touchdown run, as he was nowhere to be found back there because Morgan ran right by him. 2nd down and long coming up. Wide receiver flanked out near side. It's Laughlin on the left side. This time they give it to Salamaya, and Salamaya is hit and spins out of a couple tackles and finally taken down. Brings up 3rd down and 10. Alonzo Powell on the stop for Parkway North, and brings up 3rd down and 11 for the Cats. Jasper Davis brings the play in. So Davis and Snook's going to be your wideouts on this one. Snook's going to be out to the right side. To the left side will be Davis. Split backs in the backfield. And the ball on the turf, and the Cats have to cover it up. 4th down coming up. So the Cats had a chance to make it a 3-possession game, and instead they're going to have to punt it away with about 2:15 to go in the 3rd. Good defensive stand by Parkway North. Salamaya stands at about his own 15 to 20-yard line. Salamaya really good with those little rugby-style kicks that he likes to use. And he's going to boot this one away. Bounces end over end, but a low short kick picked up at about the 40 by the Cats. Wallen going to down it at the 40. It'll be 1st and 10 for Parkway North from their own 40 with 1:49 to go here in the 3rd quarter. So 1:49 to go, 3rd quarter. Cats lead 20-9. Parkway North with the football and a chance to make this a 1-possession game again. You got to wonder if they do get a touchdown here, if they may try to go for 2 to make this a 3-point game. Hawkins Jones out to the left, near side wide receiver as well. Up the middle they're going to go for Butler. He's going to get it up to the 45 and roll down at about the 46-yard line. It's like Nick Cruz on the tackle. 2nd down and about 2-3 they're going to say. So Parkway North closing in on Wildcat territory again. Has it at their own 47-yard line. 2 wide receivers to your left, 1 to your right. I formation in the backfield. Hertzler under center. This time he's going to give it through to Smith. Smith gets a 1st down and then stood up right about midfield. And it's going to bring up a 1st down for Parkway North in the Cat territory. Down to the Wildcat 48-yard line. So 1st and 10 down to the 48-yard line of the Wildcats. So up to the line of scrimmage they go. 2 wide receivers your left, 1 to your right, I formation. Hertzler under center. And Hertzler this time, he's going to fake it to Butler. He's looking to pass. He's being chased out of the pocket. Gets his receiver inside the 40, down to the 35-yard line. Foster with the catch. And all the way down to the 35-yard line, and another 1st down for Parkway North. So with 49 seconds to go in the 3rd, Parkway North trying here to get a touchdown on the board. Clock will roll. Cats lead by 11. 2 wide receivers again. It's going to stay out to that left side. I formation in the backfield. And Hertzler, he's going to give it through to Smith. And Smith inside the 30 into the 29-yard line. And that may be the last play of this 3rd quarter. We will see as the clock will roll. So 2nd down and 5 coming up. Parkway North. And I believe they are just going to let it roll to the end of the quarter here. So we got 3 quarters in the books. 1 more. Somebody's going to state. Somebody's season is over. The Cats lead 20-9. 20-9.
He's back. That's right. Harrisonville's favorite mechanic is back and better than ever. Now, not only will you get an ASE certified technician, but he has tire service as well. That's right. Along with all your engine care, Colby's can take care of your tires too. So before you head to the big city for so-called savings, think local and call Colby first at 816-380-3000 and have him set you up with expert service instead. It's not often you get the convenience of a big city bank with a small town feel, but that's exactly what you'll get with Commerce Bank of Harrisonville. Big city convenience with tons of locations and more lending options combined with small town hospitality and friendly smiles. Commerce takes pride in being an active part in Harrisonville schools and athletics and wishes them luck tonight and throughout the playoffs. So go visit them for historically low mortgage rates or just to say thanks. Commerce Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
All right, welcome back. Fourth quarter about to start. 12 minutes on the clock. Somebody's season will continue and somebody's is going to be over in 12 minutes. The Cats lead at 20-9. Parkway North is driving here to start this fourth quarter. It's a 2nd and 5 from the Cats' 30-yard line. Hertzler brings his team to the line of scrimmage. He's got Smith in the backfield. I formation, they're going to give it through to Smith. He's inside the 30, down to the 25, inside the 22-yard line. Jasper Davis with the tackle, 9-yard gain, down to the 21. Cats rotating linemen in and out here, doing a good job, trying to stay fresh. Ball down to the 21, a 1st and 10 for Parkway North, 11:50 to go here in the fourth quarter.
The Vikings go once again.
Wide receivers, 2 of them out to the right side, 1 to the left. Under center is Hertzler. Hertzler looking to pass. He throws it out in the flats and he gets it out to Hawkins. Hawkins makes a couple men miss, but then they wrap him up and take him down to the far sideline after a gain of about 5. Bring up 2nd and about 5 for Parkway North with 11:20 to go. Cats looking for a big play from their defense here. Got to think Parkway North would settle for a field goal, make it a 1-possession game with an 8-point lead.
And here they go.
2 wide receivers out to your left, 1 to your right. I formation. Hertzler looking to pass. He throws it out to the near side for Hawkins, and he's inside the 10. And a 1st and goal down to about the 9-yard line. So 1st and 10 down to the 9-yard line. So ball down to the 9-yard line here. So 1st and goal.
10:53 left to play in this quarter. Action here on the near side.
So here we go. 1st and goal down at the 8. Hertzler under center. Got Foster and Smith in the backfield. This time he's going to look through for Smith. Smith gets it inside the 5, and then he's going to be taken backwards after the contact at the 5-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 5 with 10:40 to go in the 4th. So Hertzler going to go to the sideline and get his play.
With 10:35 and rolling up the play in the contest.
The clock will roll here. 2nd down and goal from about the 5. Cats had a big 4-down stop down inside the 1 earlier. This time they're going to go 2 set out to the left side. And they're going to throw it out that way for Hawkins, and he's going to walk into the end zone for the 6. And you had to know that that was coming the way they kept running that play. Only needed 5 yards and nobody extra help out there. Punches it in, makes it 20-15, and Parkway North going to try to go for 2 here and make it a 3-point game where a field goal could tie it. So with 10:08 to go here in the 4th, 2-point conversion coming up for Parkway North. This is a big play in the ball game here. Changes the complexion of how both teams will play. They're going to go in motion with it and back around Hertzler looking to pass, and he throws it over the middle. Incomplete. And it's a 5-point lead. 20-15 is the score. So we're going to take a timeout, and we will be right back after this.
Garden Gate Floral of Harrisonville is more than just a flower shop. It's your #1 place to buy Harrisonville Wildcat apparel. Whether it's a hoodie for the cold, a bling-filled shirt for those basketball moms, or custom Wildcat socks for your baller, they have you covered. So when you think Wildcat gear, think Garden Gate Floral first. Oh, and guys, no worries. If you're in the doghouse, she can still get you out with a wide floral selection. So go see them at 200 West Wall Street, just off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Reflective Image, 2703 North State 291, Harrisonville. A full-service salon. Haircuts for women, men, and children alike. Many color services and perms, facial wax, tanning, and nail services with art. Reasonable prices with walk-ins available. Give Bev a call at Reflective Image in Harrisonville, 816-887-2797. That's 816-887-2797.
And here's the kick. It's going to be a high end-over-end kick taken at the goal line, and it's going to be a touchback. Cats wanted to return one, but it will be a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 20-yard line. So 10:08 to go. Cats lead by 5 here. Cats are looking for a nice 5-6 minute drive, put them up 2 scores. Parkway North looking for a quick 3 and out. 20-15 the score with 10:08 to go. Cats with the advantage and the football. Parkway North fans getting on their feet here. Wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right, 20-15, Cats with the advantage. This time they're going to go up the middle. Bowers, he's going to power forward for about 5 to the 25. Brings up 2nd down and 5. Cats have made their money today right between the guards, right over center and tackle. So between the tackles where they've been making their money, they haven't bounced it to the outside much. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, split backs in the backfield. 2nd and 5 coming up, Eichhorst under center. And Eichhorst going to give it to Salamai. He's up to the 30, breaks the tackle to the 40, down the sideline. He's going to cut back, stiff arms to the 40, out of bounds, down at the 30-yard line. Big gain by the senior Salamaya. Inside the 30, 48-yard run by Morgan Salamaya. Down to the 27 with 9:27 to go here in the 4th quarter. Morgan Salamaya, another big run. He's got a 48er, and he's 179 yards on the day for the senior Morgan Salamaya. 9:27 to go here. Cats in business down to the 27. Eichhorst under center. They're going to blitz through, and here comes 33 through there again, and that was Ryan Newton. Cats are not changing their cadence or their count, and that was Newton who come barreling through there. He's done it a couple of times. Got the sack, brings up 2nd down and about 13 with 9 minutes to go. Good job by Eichhorst, held on to the ball, just went down with it. 2nd down and 7 coming up.
2nd down and 13 Wildcats.
Sorry, 2nd and 13. Eichhorst. This time he's going to give it to Salamaya, and Salamaya keeps on his feet inside the 25, down to about the 22-yard line. So a good run. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 for the Cats. So an 8-yard run by Salamaya brings up 3rd down and about 5. You got to know it's 4-down territory for the Cats here without the field goal kicker. So Cats would be happy with 3 or 4 here. Obviously, they'd want a 1st down, but not going to be afraid to go for it on 4th down. So 3rd down and 5 coming up. Split backs in the backfield. Eichhorst under center. And this time they're going to go right up the middle and nowhere to go for Salamaya. And he gets up to about the 21. It'll be 4th down. So 4th down coming up, under 8 to go. So 4th down coming up for the Cats here from about the 22-yard line. So it'll be 4th and about 5 for the Cats with 7:45 to go in the 4th quarter. 20-15 the score.
Wildcats to the right.
Split backs in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to your left side. Eichhorst under center. This time he's going to pitch it to Salamaya. Salamaya to the outside, cuts back, makes a man miss to the 10, to the house, no! Dives down to the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Wildcats. Another big gain for Salamaya. So the Cats down to the 2-yard line. 21-yard run, 208 yards on the day for the senior. Goes over the 200-yard mark, and it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Cats down at the 2-yard line. Eichhorst brings the play in from the sideline. Cats looking to go up 2 scores here. 7:13 to go. So here we go, 20-15 the score. 1st and goal, inside into the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats. Make it 26-15 with 6:57 to go. Morgan Salamaya punches it in from 2 yards out for another touchdown for the Wildcats. So with 6:57 to go here in the ball game, Cats up 2 scores, and they're going to go for 2 here, I believe. Try to make it a 13-point game, which is a smart move because it would make it a 2-score, 2-touchdown game. Split backs in the backfield again on the extra point attempt. They're going to go up the middle. No, they're going to look to pass, and they throw it back to the side for Salamaya for the touchdown. And there's a flag on it. We'll see what they call. Morgan Salamaya catches it for 2, but we do have a flag. Could see if they call a hold, maybe. I'm not sure what they're going to call here. If that's the case, that could be a situation here. So we'll see what happens here.
The ball was caught, the penalty flag was thrown.
Illegal man downfield. So now the Cats going to have to go back to the drawing board here after the 11. It's an 11-point game. Right now it's a 2-score game, but the problem is it's a 2-score game with a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal could tie it. So that'll push them back 5 yards to the 8. And the Cats are going to try to go for 2 again here from the 8. And this could be a backbreaker if they could get it in. So 6 to go here in the ball game. Cats lead by 11. Under center they go, and they're going to fake it around. And Salamaya, little fumble risky type of play there, did not work. And the Cats have an 11-point lead with 6:57 to go here in this one. And we will be right back. We'll be right back after this.
Where it's all the same. Golden Classics Jewelry in Harrisonville isn't like the rest. They specialize in custom creations to meet your specifications. So if you can dream it, they can create it. Need a piece of jewelry fixed? They got you covered there as well. Golden Classics is now your only authorized retailer of Pandora, south of Kansas City for over 100 miles. So whether it's a watch battery, a custom ring, or wedding band, go see Golden Classics Jewelry in the Gaslight Shopping Center. Did you know Harrisonville has its very own bridal shop and prom headquarters? Kim's Tailor and New Styles is that place. Kim has a giant showroom full of prom dresses. She can also get your boyfriend his tux to rent as well. The best part is she will make it fit perfectly with her custom tailoring. Oh, and don't forget the new style clothes. So instead of wasting time and gas heading to the city, go see Kim in the Gaslight Shopping Center next to Golden Classics Jewelry.
Welcome back. Cats lead at 26-15 with 6:57 to go. Now Parkway North got to come from behind 2 scores down. We'll see what they do here. Here comes the Salamaya kick. High end over end kick going to be drilled into the end zone. Going to be taken out of the end zone by McMiller. He's going to go up the middle with it and going to get hit at about the 20-yard line, and a late flag coming in there. See what they're going to call here. It was an odd place for a flag to come from. I think it's on. It'll be a push in the back. So that'll be that'll be back to the 10-yard line, 9-yard line. So from the 19, or it was from the 20, so it'll go back to the 10. 6:49 to go. Parkway North going to start deep in their own territory, trying to get it to a one-possession game. Harrisonville trying to get the ball back here.
It'll be 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for Parkway North, going to mark it from their own 10. So 6:49 to go, fourth quarter. 26-15 is the score. Cats lead by 11. Got to get a couple of stops. Got to get a stop here if you're the Cats. You'd love to get a stop, try to run some more clock if you're Harrisonville. Trying to go back to their first state title game since 2007 that ended a 5-year run with 4 state titles. 2 wide receivers out to the far side, right side to the left side. They're going to throw it out in the flats for Hawkins. Hawkins going to dance around out there and nowhere to go. Cats wrap him up, take him down. You want to talk about a swarm. They've been trying to get that quick play out there. Bauer's going to come in. They're going to go to a nickel defense here with 5 defensive backs here as Messer going to check out. So 2nd down and about 14 coming up. They're going to call it 13. Again, your score was 6:15 to go, 26-15. Harrisonville with the lead on 2nd down and long. 2 wide receivers to your right, 1 to the left, I formation in the backfield. Fake to throw, they're going to go deep over the middle, almost intercepted right there. Bowers went up for it. And Jones had to become the defender there as Bowers almost went up and took that one away with 6:02 to go. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 13 for Parkway North. So with 6:02 to go, Cats lead 26-15. 3rd and long coming up for Parkway North. Hertzler, the quarterback. They get a play from the sideline. It looks like Ryan Smith comes off a little gingerly on the sideline. Tripp's going to be out to your left side. Hertzler in the shotgun, and Hertzler looking to pass. He's going to throw it out in the flat, overthrows his target, and 4th down coming up for Parkway North, and they're going to have no choice but to punt it away deep in their own territory. Hertzler only 48% completion percentage on the year, and it's showing here later in the game, a couple of incomplete passes. Both of those sailed on him there, and it's kind of hard when you're thrown into the wind like that, trying to get a little bit more mustard on it, just overthrowing it. So McMiller back in his own end zone to punt this one away. And he's going to punt it. No, he's going to run it right up the middle, and he's going to be on his feet, nowhere to go. And the Cats are going to have the ball down at the 13-yard line of Parkway North. That was a gutsy call by Parkway North with the speedster in the backfield, and I said they'd set it up all game long. I said they kept putting him back there, but the Cats now can run some clock, and if they can punch one in, it'll be all but academic at that point. Would be a 3-possession game. 5:52 to go here in the 4th. Cats lead at 26-15. Ball on the 13-yard line of Parkway North. So here we go. 1st and 10 coming up. We got a whistle. And they want to somebody from Parkway North hollered out, raise the roof as they readjust the clock, and here we go. And on 1st and 10, Salamaya inside the 10, down to the 9, and a 4-yard gain by the senior running back. And no reason not to keep giving the kid the ball. He's got 21 carries now for 214 yards and multiple touchdowns. I believe does he have 3 touchdowns for the senior running back, Salamaya. So 200-plus yards, and he also has a 27-yard reception in the ball game. So 5:24, Cats going to run the clock. 2nd down and about 6. Up to the line of scrimmage comes Icorse. 2 wide receivers out to the near side. on the right side. Up the middle they're going to go. And Morgan Salamaya gets inside the 8. They're going to call him about the 7. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 as the clock will roll. So under 5 now here in the 4th quarter. Cats lead it 26-15. It'll be 3rd and 5 coming up for the Cats, just inside of 5, almost 4. McCleve brings the play in from the sideline. McCleve and Snook's going to be flanked out here to the right side. Nobody on the left side. Split backs in the backfield. Eichhorst under center. 3rd down and about 4 coming up. And letting the clock roll down inside. And timeout going to be called by Coach Maxwell with 4:27 to go. We'll take a quick timeout as well.
Live from Memorial.
Green Lamp Furniture. Come in and see them before they're gone. That's right, after decades as a Harrisonville staple, Jeff and his family are getting out of the furniture business. So if you've been holding off on a new bedroom set, a recliner, new kitchen table, or living room set, you're in luck. With a huge selection of Flex Steel, Best, TEI, as well as therapeutic bedding, they've got you covered. Come in, say goodbye, and get great new furniture at the best price. Green Lamp Furniture, located at 1205 South Commercial Street in Harrisonville.
As the premier real estate team in the Kansas City metro area, Hearn Group Keller Williams can help you find your dream home or help you sell if your career calls for a relocation. For James and his staff, the Harrisonville area holds strong ties with both of his boys playing and graduating for the Wildcats. So when you're in the market for a new home, give James and his team a call at 816-797-0756 or visit their website at hearnhomes.com.
That was 3rd down run by Salamaya. Makes it 3rd and a couple. So a gain of 3 by Salamaya. And it'll be 4th down and 2 with 4:05 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Official spot of the ball at the 6-yard line. Still between the seams. The play comes in Nyquist, and Nyquist brings the play to the huddle. Then Nyquist brings the players to the line.
So 4th and 2 coming up. 2 wide receivers on the near side. Up the middle they're going to go, and Salamaya's got the 1st down, and he'll move it inside the 3-yard line. So another 3-yard, hard 3 yards by the senior Salamaya. Brings up 1st and 10, or 1st and goal, I should say, at the 3-yard line. So they may measure it here.
For the first time, the logging change coming out to Memorial Field.
So they're going to try to measure here. I think he's got it by about the football here, but in a state semifinal game like this, you want to be sure. So they're going to bring it out, and we'll see how close it is. I'll get the trusty binoculars out here. I think he's got it by a bunch, but we'll see. And he does, way over a football. And the Wildcats get a 1st down. And you see a lot of Parkway North kids with hands on hips, bent over. That's kind of a backbreaker, so to speak, for Parkway North. So 3:41 to go. Cats can punch it in here. They can start possibly making reservations in Springfield. Under center, Eichhorst. He's going to give it to Salamaya. Into the end zone for 6. And it's 32-15. Extra point coming up. Morgan Salamaya, the senior, his 4th touchdown of the day. 200-plus yards. 224 to be exact. 224 yards in 4 touchdowns for the senior. Special players make big plays, and Morgan's done it all day long. 200-plus yards. You can't ask for anything more from the senior leader of this squad. And they're going to offside it. Saylor went to kick it anyway, and he drilled his long snapper right in the back.
That's defensive encroachment. Offsides, if you will.
So it's offsides. And So they will decline that and try it again here. So 32-15 the score. Cats lead by 17, and it's a 3-possession game. And here we go. The kick, it is up. It is no good. Off to the side, and it brings up a kick. We will be back right after this.
Health's Topsoil. How many times have you bought a bag of topsoil from a local hardware store? Do you know you can get better topsoil for a better price right from the source? Health's Topsoil has a fine pulverized topsoil that's virtually debris-free and a non-pulverized topsoil for a little bit bigger job, as well as fill dirt for a large home improvement job. All for cheaper than you can get at the hardware store and better quality as well. So call Health's Topsoil today at 816-668-3520, Health's Topsoil. Greg's Wheel Alignment. Is your car making an annoying squeal? Heater not ready for the cold? Then it's time to give Darren and Robert a call over at Greg's Wheel Alignment and Brake Service. Greg's is a brand that's been in town for 50 years and will give you professional service at a fair price. So next time you hear an untimely noise or simply have a flat, call Greg's at 816-380-3384. That's 816-380-3384.
And Salamai getting ready to kick off. And there's the kick. Picked up at the 20 by number 5. On up to the 20 to the 33-yard line.
Sometimes nature calls, folks. Thanks for Gary taking over there for a minute.
The 34-yard line. Action to take place on the far side. 3-2-0 left to play in this contest.
3:20 to go here, fourth quarter. Cats lead 32-15.
Hertzler takes his squad in line. Out of the gun, and here they go.
Spread it out, empty backfield, Hertzler. Over the middle they go. Catch for a first down up to the 45-yard line. Ryan Newton.
Michael Metzer, the senior linebacker, change move, 1st and 10. So on 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Hertzler again out of the gun. Here they go.
Hertzler in backfield all alone. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Hertzler throws to the near sideline through the hands of Hawkins. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 46 with 3:02 to go. And the Cats with a 32-15 lead.
3:02 left to play.
My wife just let me know that you did a great job. Ball up to the 46, 2nd down and 10 coming up for Hertzler. Flag on the play, he's going to chuck it deep down the sideline and out of bounds.
Penalty flag thrown here to the near side. For number 12, Andrew Jones. Number 7,
Let's see what the flag was here. 2:56 to go. 32-15 the score. Cats with the lead.
Legal shift against Parkway North.
So it'll be 5 yards on Parkway North with 2:56 to go. Push them back 5 yards. So the Cats with the advantage here, leading by 17 with just 2:56 to go here in this one. 2 wide receivers out to your left, 2 to your right. Empty backfield, shotgun formation for Hertzler. Hertzler looking to pass. Cats going to get him on the blitz. Flushed out of the pocket, deep down the field. Morgan Salamaya with the pick. And that will probably do it, folks. Morgan Salamaya, fitting for him to come up with a big play towards the end of the ball game. The interception stops the drive. And folks, your Harrisonville Wildcats are 246 from a state championship berth. their first state championship game since 2007. That last state championship win in 2007 ended a 5-year stretch where the Cats went to 5 consecutive state championship games. Wide receiver to your left, wide receiver right, split backs in the backfield. Eichhorst under center. And give it right up the middle. Bowers gets it up to about the 30-yard line. Timeout going to be called. Parkway North. So Parkway North with the timeout. We'll take one as well.
Timeout called by Parkway North.
Health's topsoil. How many times?
For over 10 years, Schroeder Chiropractic in Harrisonville, Missouri has been providing quality chiropractic care in a warm and welcoming environment. Their goal is to provide maximum attention to each patient who comes in for care. The goal is to help each person reach their own personal best in regards to health and wellness. They utilize a variety of techniques because individuals respond differently, and they realize that what works for one may not work for the next. So go see Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah today at 207 East Wall Street, just off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Mills Plumbing. Whether you need a drain unclogged, toilet fixed, or are ready for a full new dream bathroom, Mills Plumbing can take care of it for you. Having been in business for over 20 years and serving the Cass County area, Roy and Cody will take care of you. So before you try to do it yourself, call the experts at Mills Plumbing, 816-258-1361. That's 816-258-1361 to get it done right the first time. Mills Plumbing wants to remind everyone, go Wildcats.
Salamaya right up the middle. He goes for another couple of yards. Going to bring up third down and about 6 for the Wildcats. And another timeout going to be called. So we will take it right back to another timeout as well. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of those big city America banks messing with your money and treating you like a number? Well, don't. The fine folks at Sherwood Community Bank in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, and Harrisonville are your only locally owned and managed bank, and they will treat you like family. So whether it's a new car, a house, a refinance, or maybe just a savings account for the little one, go see your friends at Sherwood Community Bank and keep your money in the community. Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC.
American Heritage Realtors. Carol Looney and the staff of American Heritage have been where Harrisonville has turned since 1981 for their dream homes. Carol and her staff will make sure you find the house that's right for you and your budget. They will help make sure schools are a great fit as well for your kids. So go see the team that goes the extra mile for you, located next to Sonic at 1000 South Commercial, or call 816-380-6161, or visit the website at americanheritage-realtors.com.
That was Brandon Eichhorst with a back-breaking first down after a couple of timeouts there. Got it up to the 42-yard line on the quarterback keeper and made it a 1st and 10 up to the 42-yard line. And Eichhorst going to get the play from the sideline. 2:15 to go. Folks, your Harrisonville Wildcats are going back to the state championship game for the first time in a decade. Up the middle they're going to go. That will be Salamaya again. Going to get a gain of about 4 up to about the 47-yard line, and 150 and counting for the Wildcats. Got to give a huge congratulations to these coaches for Harrisonville. This season could have gone one of two ways. They started 3-0. They lost 3 consecutive games. They had fumble issues. Just one of those things that the ball started rolling downhill the other way. They were 3-3. It could have gone one of two ways, and this team came together and have ran off 8 consecutive wins and are going to go play for a state championship next Friday night at Plaster Stadium. Up the middle they're going to go. This will be Bowers, and it'll bring it up to a 3rd down and about 3.
Takes it close to the 50 by down number 85, Jacob Cummins, the senior linebacker.
So 32-15 your score. Kearney is up on Ladue. I believe 14-13 was the score. 14-10 was the score last time we heard. So 3rd down coming up. Time for the Cats to get out of the fans to get out of their seats. Your team's going to the state championship football game next Friday night. Up the middle they go. Salamaya going to be close to a first down. We'll see where they mark him. Starting to see the hugs out there by the Wildcats. That was Bowers with the carry. This same team won some youth titles as well. And now they're going to try to play for the biggest prize. That's a Class 4 state title game. 1st and 10 for the Cats. All it's going to take is one kneel down, and that's going to end it. Congratulations to the Harrisonville Wildcats playing in the 2016 Show Me Bowl next Friday night, 7 p.m. Plaster Stadium on the campus of Missouri State University. It's been a long road in Class 4, but they got over the hump, and they're going to a state title game next Friday night. Give a good round of applause to the Parkway North Vikings. They came over here and gave us all they got. And we will take a timeout, and we'll be back with your post game after this. Thanks again for everybody listening, and join us on the post game as we wrap things up and get ready for a state championship next Friday night.
Are you tired of those big city America banks messing with your money and treating you like a number? Well, don't. The fine folks at Sherwood Community Bank in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, and Harrisonville are your only locally owned and managed bank, and they will treat you like family. So whether it's a new car, a house, a refinance, or maybe just a savings account for the little one, go see your friends at Sherwood Community Bank and keep your money in the community. Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC.
American Heritage Realtors. Carol Looney and the staff of American Heritage have been where Harrisonville has turned since 1981 for their dream homes. Carol and her staff will make sure you find the house that's right for you and your budget. They will help make sure schools are a great fit as well for your kids. So go see the team that goes the extra mile for you, located next to Sonic at 1000 South Commercial, or call 816-380-6161, or visit the website at americanheritage-realtors.com.
What did the bank say? Yes, 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 and yes. What did the bank say? Yes, 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 and yes. That's right, folks. Josh Steiner here with Show Me Auto Mall, and our banks are saying yes. Divorce, repossession, foreclosure, bankruptcy? No problem, because like our banks, we understand bad things happen to good people. For a fast, easy approval on a new vehicle, apply online at showmeautomall.net or call 816-887-1908. So please, let Show Me show you how a car buying experience should be.
Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Best Burrito, 1805 South Commercial in Harrisonville. Authentic Mexican food. Harrisonville's #1 restaurant out of 33 as rated by TripAdvisor. One reviewer said, if you want a real good Mexican restaurant, this is it. Another said, excellent food, great service, great place to take the family or just go for a date. Everyone is treated like family. Visit Best Burrito at 1805 South Commercial in Harrisonville. Sonic is more than a great place to grab a foot-long quarter-pound coney and a cherry limeade. Their heritage is not only about great food and friendly service, but also being part of the community. It's not just the right thing to do, it's good business. The Harrisonville Sonic, 906 South Commercial.
There is no job too small for Young's Auto. From a simple oil change to new brakes and pads, Young's has you covered. Their friendly staff is always there to make sure your car or truck is in good hands. Michelle and William Young have created a great Harrisonville brand and want you to come back for more. So come on out and see them on commercial right behind the Garage Burgers, or give them a call at 816-380-6008.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Harrisonville, Missouri Memorial Stadium on the campus of Harrisonville Middle School. Your Wildcats going back to a state championship game for the first time since 2007, looking for their 5th state title in school history. The Harrisonville Wildcats, they did it the way they've done it all season long. The Wildcats did it with their ground and pound, led by senior running back Morgan Salamaya. 200-plus yards. We'll get his final totals when Gary gets those to us, but 200-plus yards, 4 touchdowns for the senior. You you ask for something out of a player, you want a player to carry your team. He did that today. Special players make special plays, and today the senior would not be denied a state championship berth. He got 4 touchdowns, 200-plus yards, broke off several long touchdown runs. You got to love the way the senior played today. But don't take anything away from the rest of this squad. Joe Bowers does a good job of spelling Morgan Salamaya, Brandon Eichhorst. The Cats, they overcame some obstacles too. They had a couple of turnovers there in that first half that they could have gone one way or another, and instead the Wildcats were able to control situation, not take it and let it go the other way, and they were able to win this one with the final count over there at the scoreboard, 32-15. You see the fans down there on the field talking it over with the players, and next Friday night, 7 p.m., they are going to play at Plaster Stadium on the Missouri State University. I always want to say University of Missouri State, but that is not the way it goes down there. But it'll be next Friday night, 7 p.m., Plaster Stadium. Cats look for their 5th state title in school history. And we talked about the adversity this team overcame. You got to give the coaches a lot of credit. Coach Maxwell, his 2 defensive coordinators have been with him for a long time, and that is offensive coordinator Tom Meeks, defensive coordinator Kyle Schenker. Those 3, they got together with the rest of the coaching staff and they said, guys, let's get this back in the right direction. They were 3-3. They had just dropped their 3rd straight game to Grain Valley, their first 2 games in MRVC West play. And I think a lot of people, they saw that and they looked and they said, what in the world is wrong with Harrisonville football right now? Well, they kind of circled the wagon, so to speak. They got the kids to buy back in and realize that, hey, our season's not over. Our goals are not over, and they overcame those, and they reeled off 8 consecutive victories. Huge victory last week, get the monkey off their back against Webb City, and then a dominating performance this afternoon by the Harrisonville Wildcats as they poured on and win 32-16. Morgan Salamaya, 200-plus yards. We're going to get the totals from Gary here in just a second. We're going to actually take a quick timeout, and we'll be back after this.
Sonic is more than a great place to grab a foot-long quarter-pound coney and a cherry limeade. Their heritage is not only about great food and friendly service, but also being part of the community. It's not just the right thing to do, it's good business. The Harrisonville Sonic, 906 South Commercial.
There is no job too small for Young's Auto. From a simple oil change to new brakes and pads, Young's has you covered. Their friendly staff is always there to make sure your car or truck is in good hands. Michelle and William Young have created a great Harrisonville brand and want you to come back for more. So come on out and see them on commercial right behind the Garage Burgers, or give them a call at 816-380-6008.
Young's Tire. Got a flat? Are your tires bald? Want to spice up your car with some new rims? Then Young's is your stop. They can fix your flat, get you new tires and wheels, and have you rolling down the highway in style. Their lifetime maintenance on tires is the best deal in town. So when you're in the market for tires, go see William over on Commercial Street and have him take care of you. Young's is a proud supporter of Wildcat Athletics. Harrisonville Papa Murphy, 662 South Commercial Street, 884-5005. That's 662 South Commercial Street, 816-884-5005. Kurzweil's Country Meats has some exciting news. They have had so many calls they have decided to open a temporary storefront in Harrisonville by the Family Center. It will be a smaller selection of smoked meats, but you'll still be able to get everything you want for your Christmas dinners. They will also be serving lunch just like they used to, so stop by the Family Center for some Kurzweil's Country Meats.
$260 of it, basically.
Welcome back. Final stats for you here in the postgame show, brought to you by Best Burrito, Harrisonville's best Mexican restaurant and postgame meal headquarters. Best Burrito, and it's time for our player of the game. And is it any surprise this afternoon? We just talked about it. Morgan Salamaya ended up with 28 carries, 231 yards, and 4 touchdowns on the day for the Wildcats. And he had 8.5 yards a carry. He also had 1 reception for 27 yards. Cats only threw the ball twice in this ball game. Shows you how dominant they were running the football here today. 349 yards total offense, and out of that, 260 of those from the senior Morgan Salamaya. So the Wildcats win it. Our player of the game brought to you by Heltz Turf Farm, Kansas City's premier sod farm. That is Heltz Turf Farm, just outside of Harrisonville, Missouri. Again, your final score, 32-15. We just went over those stats with you. They held Parkway North to 247 yards of total offense, and Smith with 58 yards rushing, and Butler with 64 yards rushing. And it was really the passing game in the second half the Cats were able to shut down that got the Cats to the state championship game for the first time since 2007. Before we go, I want to give out some quick thanks and shout outs to several people. Jerry Forsler, got to give him a hand as he helped get it on the air. Of course, my videographer every week, Ron Allschlager, does a great job for me. And today we brought the whole band back together. Gary Davidson comes up here, does statistics for me. I'm still trying to sweet talk him into going next Friday, but he said, it is Thanksgiving. I don't know if I'll be able to make it. But if we can get him down there to do some stats, and if we don't, they still do hand us stats every quarter. So we'll be in a good situation either way on that. I want to thank Virginia Atkinson with Garden Gate Floral, who provided me with my spirit wear today. She is the spirit wear headquarters of Harrisonville Sports. If you need anything, any women, if you need a blingy shirt, if you need women's wear especially, they have a ton of it. My polo came from there today. No, I'm not wearing bling wear, but my polo came from there today. She did a great job hooking us up. She came on board this week, sponsored us. Go see them. You got a week. Go see Virginia at Garden Gate Floral and get your attire for the state championship game next Friday night. She will have everything you need to know. And remember, it's not in the comfort of your own, of the dome this year. It's outside. It's outside, and it is going to be chilly next Friday night. So go get you a sweatshirt. Go get you everything you may need. She'll take care of you at Garden Gate Floral. Coaching staff, great job getting these kids riled up after a 3-3 start. 8 consecutive wins they roll off here. I also want to give a huge thanks and shout out to all of our sponsors. There was 31 of them that came on board this week. 31 that came on board, and we talked about them. You've seen them scrolling the entire football game on the bottom of the screen. You can't ask for anything more. And I want to give a special shout out to my wife, Angela Grammer, because she allowed me to go out and sell all the ads and get these people on board so we could have these telecasts. And she's had a crazy husband running around watching kids all week and also running all the sponsors. And she hasn't had me around as much the last couple of weeks. And crazily, she actually was really down about all of that. So bottom line, final score 32-16. Wildcats going to the state championship game for the first time since 2007. We will have an audio broadcast for you next Friday, and it may look similar to this with just a black screen and our sponsors on there. If they'll allow us that much, we don't know, but we're going to try to do it the same way we have, except for you won't see a picture of the game, but I'll paint a good picture for you. We'd love to have you listening in. Your final score, 32-16. Wildcats will win it, and they go to the state championship game. We will see you next Friday from Plaster Stadium as the Cats look for their 5th state title in school history.